is a gorgeous day for a return to football here in Bluefield as the Rams are ready to take on the Point University on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Bluefield 1-2, searching for its first win against Point in a couple of years, dating all the way back to 2017, while Point searching for its first win of the season. Fresh off of a bye week, I got to talk with head coach Dewey Lusk about that bye week and how he is feeling about the game coming up today against Point University. Bluefield College football ready to take on Point, returning to Mitchell Stadium on a Saturday. Here with head coach Dewey Lusk. My name is Bailey Engel. And coach, how did it feel to have a bye week and kind of recharge your batteries?
Well, it was much needed, especially on the injury bug end. The kids really needed some rest, and when you haven't played in 444 days, and all of a sudden you get three back-to-back football games, it's just hard to simulate that in practice. And so we've had some nagging injuries and had some kids that obviously didn't get an opportunity to play against Kentucky Christian. And so the rest has been well-deserved, and hopefully, we'll be much more healthy this week going into the Point game and against a very good team.
Obviously, last game didn't go how you wanted it to go, but after having now almost 2 weeks to digest that, what did you really learn from that game in Grayson, Kentucky?
Well, anytime you're missing 5 or 6 of your starters, we're just not deep enough to overcome that. And obviously we made some turnovers we shouldn't have made. We didn't tackle as well as we should have. Give Kentucky Christian credit, though. They've got a good football team as well. But, you got to go in full tilt with your guys ready to go and play, because every Mid-South Conference game is a battle. And hopefully we learned that you've got to be able to play for 4 quarters. Just like the St. Andrews game, we played 3 quarters. The third quarter, we didn't play well, and it cost us. So, hopefully with this bye week, we're rested up. Some of the injuries are taken care of and out of the way, and we'll be able to have a big game with Point tomorrow.
Talked about those injuries. Obviously, one of the big ones, DeMarcus Wimbush, wasn't able to play against Kentucky Christian. What's his status moving into the game versus Point?
He's been able to practice this week. The trainers, been doing different types of tape jobs and this kind of, and I think they finally found one he liked yesterday, so that was good. But he should be ready to go, and hopefully, he'll stay healthy and won't get nicked up, because he's the heart and soul of our defense and team leader, the quarterback of the defense, and we need him out there to help us to be successful.
Well, it's been an odd scheduling shakeup, particularly for the Point Skyhawks. They're 0-3, and they play 2 games against Reinhardt, which isn't an easy challenge by any sense of the word. What do you? Looking at this team on film, what kind of jumps out at you about the Point Skyhawks?
Very athletic. They've got skilled kids that can run. Defensively, they're strong. They're strong up front. They're strong at the linebacker position. Their skilled kids scare you to death offensively because they can run. They've got decent size. And somebody was asking me about Point. And I said, well, they've opened up with the Packers, the 49ers, and the Buccaneers. And but you get Reinhardt twice and Faulkner in there. I mean, that's a tough draw from the start. So they'll be very hungry. They'll feel like they have a great opportunity to come up here and win. So we need to take care of business and eliminate some of our mistakes and play good, hard Bluefield College football. And if we'll do that and give ourselves an opportunity to win in the fourth quarter, should be fine. Should be a great football game. Should be a good one.
That's a good place to end it. Here with the head coach of Bluefield College and Point, 6 p.m. coming up at Mitchell Stadium on a Saturday. Point has elected to receive as Bluefield College will kick it off. Tanner Griffith, the native of Gloucester, Virginia, had that injury in the first game of the season. He is back for Bluefield College, taking on the Point Skyhawks today. The Rams are 1-2 on the year, looking for their first win since game 1 of the season. Back to receive, Tim Gary for the Point Skyhawks. Swing of the leg. It is booted deep all the way back to the 3-yard line, make it the 7-yard line, and Bryant takes it on the 20-yard line, middle of the field, 35, room to run, far sideline, 50, 45, 40, one man to beat, cutting at the 25, and spun down to the 21-yard line. What a huge return for Point to begin this ball game as the Rams are now in close to their own red zone. Hello, everybody. Bailey Engel on the call for you here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Bluefield College starting this game early. Looks like there is a flag on the field back at the 45-yard line. Now for the Skyhawks, could this bring back a great return by Bryant? Flag goes on the Skyhawks. That is going to bring back what would have been a very impressive return for Emory Bryant, the sophomore from Birmingham, Alabama. And for Point, it looks like they're spreading out to try to almost re-kick this kickoff here. Well, already starting the game on a confusing note. Bailey Engel on the call. Glad to have you with us. That penalty constituting a re-kick. For the Skyhawks, it's going to be done from the exact same spot. They threw a flag on the field. And the Rams are kicking it from the 40 like they would normally. Well, the clock reads 14:47. It's not like we're restarting the game, but Gary and Bryant deep to receive. Tanner Griffith ready to kick it off again. Swing of the leg, the kick is up and all the way close to the end zone. Tanner Griffith is back in style. A touchback to begin the ball game on the second try, and now Point will start out from their own 25-yard line. So the Skyhawks 0-3 on the year, but you have to look at it on their schedule. They have played the best team in the conference twice already. Starting out against Reinhardt, they lost 36-3, and then when they went to Reinhardt in Waleska, Georgia, they were shut out. So, for Point, they have only scored one touchdown offensively this year. It was Keenan Wise, the quarterback from Atlanta, Georgia, rushing in against Faulkner, a game where they lost on a touchdown with 20 seconds to go. So Wise is the quarterback, ball spotted left hash in the gun. Shotgun snap, handed off up the middle. That's going to be to C.J. Henderson, and the linebacking core able to pile on for just about a yard gain up to the 30, make it the 26-yard line. Make it actually a 3-yard gain to the 28, second down and 7. In the gun from the left side, C.J. Henderson switches from the left to Keenan Wise's right. Second down and 7. Snap, handed off. Henderson spins on the left side. He is brought down, and Bluefield College's defensive line able to tally up a big loss there. Jackson Charlton Ridgel doing a great job for Bluefield, bringing him down, and now it's going to be 3rd down and long, 3rd and 8. In the gun, Keenan Wise going to set up again on 3rd down with 2 receivers, make it 3 receivers on the far side. Once again in the gun, Wise. Setting up with Henderson with him on the right side. 3rd down and 8 from the 27, still scoreless, first drive of the ball game. Shotgun snap, Wise steps up in the pocket, slings it over the middle. It is broken up and incomplete. Looking for that at the 50-yard line for Emory Bryant, and now Bluefield will force them to punt. Ready to punt it off. It's going to be Logan Flesher. 4th down and 8 coming up. Let's see who Bluefield sends back to receive. Right now, no one is out there. And for the Rams ready to receive, it's going to be Thomas Lee. Antonio Strickland ready to receive for Bluefield. Flesher ready to swing the leg. 4th down and 8 with his toes back to his own 12-yard line. It's a low snap on the ground, trying to pick it up, and the Rams have him down. Sacked on a play after the bad snap by Gage Chambers, and Bluefield College will start out in a goal-to-go situation to begin the ball game with 13:27 left in the first quarter. Now for Bluefield College, actually will start out at the 11, so 1st down and 10 from the 11-yard line. Bryce Verbal ready to go for Bluefield College with a brand new squad of receivers out. Dustin Barker, the tight end, lining up on the left side. The Rams will have Savion Parham on the left side as well. As a man on the far end, or in the near end, Matthew Trevelyan. Shotgun snap for Verbal. High snap handed off left side, cutting at the 5, and he is brought down at the 8-yard line. The man on the carry is Cadence Lamp. 2nd down coming up for Bluefield after a modest gain up to the 8-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 7. I think it's 2nd down and 6. Ball is spotted at the 8. Verbal in the gun. Shotgun snap, looks left, dumps it left. Lamp trying to get a few blocks, and it's broken up. Well, looking for the screen play. He is hit at the line of scrimmage. Isaiah McFarland able to make the tackle. Now for Bluefield. Sets up 3rd down and 6. Verbal and Bluefield needs the 1-yard line. Lamp right behind him, 2 receivers near side. It's Parham and Trevelyan. Snap Verbal wants to roll out, pitches left. Lamp searching for the pylon. He reaches for the goal to go, or make it the yard to gain at the 1-yard line. And it will now be 1st down and goal if they give him the spot. Yes, at the 1. So Bluefield College, 1st down and goal. They did not need the touchdown to get the new set of downs. Instead, it's going to be 1st down and goal from the 1-yard line. From the 1, Verbal in the gun. Lamp to his left. High snap. Handoff Lamp. He's into the end zone. Touchdown Bluefield. Rams on the board quickly after the botch snap on the punt attempt, and Bluefield College has taken the lead with 12:07 left to go in the first quarter. Tanner Griffith ready to kick this one through the uprights to make it 7-0. Wind blowing left to right. Griffith ready. Verbal calling for the ball. Snap from Barker. Hold is down. Kick is away. And good. So Bluefield College got the ball at the 11-yard line to start out this game, and now have jumped out to a 7-0 lead. So we'll take a break here on the Rams Digital Sports Network, and Bluefield College is up on this one with 12:07. Welcome back, everyone. Rams score from the 1-yard line on the handoff to Lamp. Bluefield College up 7-0, going left to right. Big swing of the leg from Tanner Griffith. End-over-end kick. Boy, it is deep. C.J. Henderson picks it up in his own end zone, and he wants to take it. Running at the 5-yard line. Cuts near side. Rams trying to track him down. He splits a tackler. Spinning at the 14, and Bluefield College ganging up on the running back. He had nowhere to go. Got to the 15-yard line. Well, he should have just taken a knee in the end zone, would have given him 10 extra yards, but realized that a bit too late after he started to try to sprint through. It's 7-0 Bluefield College off of the botch snap on a low snap from long snapper Jacob Longanchor for points. Now Bluefield College has taken a 7-0 lead. So we'll have to see what Keenan Wise can do here Head coach Julius Dixon looking on from the far sideline at his 5th season at the helm of Point Skyhawks football. 2 men in the backfield. Tyreek Robinson, the running back to the right of Keenan Wise, setting up on 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Wise, play action, dumps it middle. It's caught close to the first down, yard to gain by Tim Gary. And for Bluefield College, the secondary able to make the tackle there, led by Marique Banks. That's going to be a 9-yard gain up to the 24-yard line, 2nd down and 1. Keenan Wise, the 6'1", 175 quarterback from Atlanta, Georgia, setting up in the gun with the Carolina Blue cleats. 2nd down and 1 from his own 24-yard line. Left hash, 2 receivers spread out to the right. Snap Wise looks, dumps it right side. That is tipped and almost intercepted. Great play by the corner by Michael Banks, throwing up a hand. And on the deflection, nearly had it picked off for Charles Turner, who was right behind him. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 1. 11:18 left to go here in the first quarter. 3rd down and 1 from their own 24-yard line. Have to see if they go up the middle here. They're bringing Emery Bryant, the wide receiver, in motion all the way from the right to the left. Rams ganging up in the middle at the line of scrimmage. Man in motion. Wise hands it off. Robinson right side. He's got the first down, not by much, but plunges his way up to the .28-yard line for a gain of 4. Oh, they went under center right at the start. Now it's going to be 1st down and 10 coming up. So 1st down and 10, 11 minutes left to go in the first quarter. 3 receivers to the right. Once again, in the gun, Wise. Trips receivers to the right. Got the first down of the ball game. Rams set up with 3 men on the line of scrimmage. Snap, handoff, Robinson right. Gets a block across to the 30-yard line and cut down there at the 31 by Michael Everett for Bluefield College, senior from Alexandria, Virginia. So as he gets to the 31-yard line, it is a gain of 3, 2nd down and 7 from the far hash. 7-0, Bluefield able to take the lead on their first drive with 13 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Now 10.5 minutes left to go here in the first. And already a drive starting to answer for point from their own 31. Wise in the shotgun again. Blitz coming. Snap. Play action. Throws it left. It's caught for the good gain up across the 35 to the 36. Emery Bryant made the catch. Turner able to make the tackle for Bluefield. Coming from Baltimore, Maryland. It'll set up 3rd down and 2. Once again, Point not huddling here. Getting the calls from Barry Casterland, the OC. 3rd down and 2 from their own 36-yard line. Rams don't seem to pile up the line of scrimmage as Point is in the gun. Wise, shotgun snap. It's high. Handoff Robinson up the middle. He breaks the tackle and works his way across the 40 to the 41-yard line, moving the chains on a gain of 5. 1st down and 10 with 9:35 to play here in the first quarter. 7-0 the score. 1st down and 10. Right to left goes Point. Heading for the end zone with the field lights popping on near the mountain and the scoreboard here at Mitchell Stadium. Not a big Point contingent making their way to Mitchell Stadium here today, but Skyhawks trying to find their first win. Down 7-0 though with 9:14 to play in the first. Wise high snap, corrals it with one arm, pitches out left. Robinson on a broken play. Rams were all over it. Charles Turner as well as the defensive back and Bowden Indala dropping him back at the 37-yard line for a loss of 4. It's going to be 2nd down and 14 after the pitch to the left was read perfectly by Bluefield. 8:50 left. 7-0 the score. Point down 7-0. Bluefield scoring on its first drive of the ball game after the botched snap on a punt attempt. Wise. It's the snap. Back to throw. Looks middle. Slings it there. It's intercepted and then dropped by Turner. Oh, man, he blew up that play. Jumped in front of the route, went down to the turf, and it fell down. So now Turner, instead of it being 1st down and 10, he's going to get back on defense here on 3rd down and 14 from their own 37-yard line. Keenan Wise has thrown a couple of pretty dangerous passes across the middle. 3 receivers out to his right. Ball spotted near hash. Wise in the gun. Another high snap. Spins out to the right. He stumbles. Turner behind him. Throws it far sideline. It is incomplete off of the hands of the wide receiver and Nick Marion. So make that the tight end, actually, the freshman from Columbus, Georgia, on the defense for Bluefield. Everyone on that side for the Rams had it covered well, and now it's going to force another punt. Zaire Lindsay was on him. So the last time we saw Point try to punt, it was Logan Flesher. It was a low snap from Jacob Longacre, and the Rams got the ball at the 11-yard line. So back to receive for Bluefield once again. For the Rams, it's going to be Thomas Lee. High end-over-end punt out of the 25-yard line. Lee juking at the 30 and actually brought back the 29-yard line. .8:16 left to go. Rams had the ball back in the first quarter, leading 7-0. Going left to right, Bryce Verbal getting back to work for Bluefield. Due to team rules, a few wide receivers not getting the start today, suspended for a quarter, including some of the bigger names, Daquan Ebron, Lowell Patron, Antonio Strickland in the starting lineup as well, but the Rams able to capitalize all the same. So now Ebron, Zuriel Ebron on the far side, known on his team as Little Ebron. Parham lining up in the slot on the near side, and Lamp once again the running back. First down and 10 Bluefield from their own 29 with 8:16 left to go. A little movement on the line of scrimmage. Handed off Lamp right side. Doesn't get much. And he's stonewalled at the 30-yard line for a gain of 1. Second down and 9 with the clock rolling down to 8:07. Well, both teams trying to work with the no-huddle offense. Bluefield College, once again, not grouping up behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to set up again in the shotgun. Rams also without one of their best offensive lineman in Joe Hayner. 7:50 left to play. Second down and 9. Snap Verbal, rolls to the left, sets his feet, bullets it left. It's caught at the 35-yard line, and the catch made by Parham for Bluefield on a solid gain up to the 35. It's a gain of 5. Third down and 4. So third down and 4 coming up with 7:23 left to play. And the first quarter, 7-0 Bluefield. Rams got off to the right foot. Snap on third down. Verbal rolling right. Dumps it near side, and well, he ran out of room there. Ball was overthrown for Dustin Barker. It was going to be tough to wedge that ball into that window anyway because the coverage was there on the defense by Chase Turner, the leading tackler and the safety for the Point Skyhawks. So now for the Rams, setting up on fourth down and 4. Tanner Griffith back, and really, when we saw Tanner Griffith and that injury back against Union, it looked like he was never going to come back for Bluefield College. And today, he has looked better than he ever has, at least on that kickoff. Booted a couple close to the end zone. Fourth down and 4. Snap with 7 minutes left to go. Tanner Griffith, another beauty of a punt. All the way back on the far side, it goes out of bounds. Chase Turner was there to try to bring it back. And now for the official, he'll walk up down the far sideline and move all the way up to the 34. So Point, starting out, decent field position. Bailey Engel on the call for you. Glad to have you with us on the Rams Digital Sports Network. 7:06 to play. Bluefield up 7-0 on Point. Seven 0 the score from their own 34-yard line. Keenan Wise and company have had the ball pretty much the entire first quarter so far. Just haven't been able to do anything with it yet. Snap, handed off right side. That's Robinson, the linebacking core there. Banks trying to lower the shoulder, and the man got up to the 39-yard line for a gain of 5. Second down and 5 with 6:55 to play. Actually, that's a new running back in Sincere Carnes. 5'10" running back, sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia. So Barnes setting up on the left side already. Used another running back for head coach Julius Dixon and company. Second down and 5 from the 39. Makes the throw, handed off right side. Barnes has the first down. Stiff arm at the 50-yard line into Rams territory across the 45 and out of bounds at the Rams 43-yard line. First down and 10 from the 43-yard line. From the right hash, Wise in the gun. First down and 10. Two receivers near side. Handoff to Henderson. Up the middle, lowers the shoulder across the 40 and to the 39-yard line of Bluefield. So it's a gain of 4 after the linebacking core is there. 5:55 to play. 7-0 the score. Once again, Point refusing to huddle up here as we get into the final half of the first quarter. Two receivers near side in the gun once again. High snap Wise, delayed handoff Henderson. Turns the corner on the right side, lowers the shoulder at the 35. Flag comes out in the backfield. He's got close to the yard to gain, and on the initial spot that'll move the chains, but there is a flag in the backfield with Wise. On second down, he got about 7 yards waiting on the call. Here it is. And it will be a holding against Point, so it's going to be second down and very long, probably 16 yards coming up with 5:30 left to play and a break for Bluefield here in the first quarter. So now second down and 20 coming up. Trying to figure out where they're actually going to spot this ball. The scoreboard actually reads second down and 20. They had initially given them the first down. They said holding. Point is ready to move back close to the 50-yard line. And now for the officials, once again conversing on the line judge. Rams certainly needed that break because these running backs, especially Carnes that came in for Point, has ran the ball pretty well. C.J. Henderson also explosive on that outside. Rams getting a break on defense. They played for most of this first quarter. Because remember, when the Rams got the ball on offense, they scored in a matter of 4 plays. 5:30 left to play. Still in the first quarter, 7-0 Bluefield. They have scored a touchdown off of a drop snap, a low snap from Jacob Longacre when Point was already backed up at their own 15-yard line. They dropped back 4 more yards. Rams got the ball first down and 10 from the Point 11. And 4 plays later, Longacre was able to score, or excuse me, Cadence Lamp was able to score. Longacre was the long snapper that dropped the ball back. So, now the officials, after the conference of Yalta, go all the way back to the 47-yard line of Point. There's going to be second down and a mile to go. Second down and 20 coming up from the 47-yard line. And they have yet to resume play. 5.5 minutes left to go. 7-0 the score. And this is the longest holding call of all time. I think that they're trying to figure out where the holding happened to drop back the original 10 yards. And for Point, this is a devastating penalty because without the holding, you have first down and 10 from the Bluefield College 32-yard line. But now it's second down and 20 from your own 47. You need now the Bluefield College 33 to move the chains. So now they move the ball up to the Bluefield College 49. So now it's going to be second down and 16. In the gun. Keenan Wise, after a makeshift timeout, going right to left. Snap. Wise hands it off. Right side. Carnes trying to break a tackle. Instead, trailed down at the Bluefield College 47-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Third down and 14 coming up for Point. Have to see if Keenan Wise, who hasn't really stayed in the pocket very long, see if he tries to throw it deep tries to get it out quick. So he has Carnes, the running back, to his left. Two receivers out on the left, and Gary and Bryant, both of them veteran wide receivers. This is a Point Skyhawks offense that has failed to find its footing in the first 3 games. Now, on 3rd down and 14 from the 47-yard line, snap Wise, back to throw, ends collapsing, drawing on the right side, crosses at the 45, angles back at the 40, and he is brought down close to the line to gain all the way up to the Bluefield College 34-yard line. And on the initial spot, it looks like he's going to be about a yard short, and he will be. So for Point, you got to think with how you have struggled in the special teams department, you're really in no man's land here, and you got to go for it with 4:20 left to go in the first quarter. Wise trying to line up under center. 4th down and inches from the Bluefield College 34. Wise brings Bryant in motion. Snap, handoff right side. Robinson's got it. A flag sails in at the end, and this is a big flag coming up.
Number 23,
Robinson got the yard. A flag came in, so we should have football in the next 30 minutes or so. And a flag is on Bluefield anyway, so Point can move the chains. They'll accept the penalty because it's a 5-yard penalty. Moves it up to the 29 of Bluefield. So now, even if he didn't get it, it's a 5-yard penalty. I think it's a substitution error on Bluefield. Dino Kaklis has to be irate now. 1st down and 10 with 4:04 to play in the first quarter. Wise is in the gun. Robinson to the left. 2 receivers near side. 1 receiver on the far side. 1st down and 10 from the 29. Bryant in motion left to right. Moving on to the short end of the field. Snap Wise. All day to throw. Sets. Throws it right. It's broken up. Actually, that was just dropped. Incomplete. Looking for him that time. That was Braxton Edge, the freshman from Carrollton, Georgia, went right in and out of his hands, and now 2nd down and 10. Wise, at least in this game, it has looked like he's got an arm on him. I mean, definitely some four-seam fastballs coming out of the backfield. So now 2nd down and 10 from the 29-yard line. Rams getting back on defense, setting up with 4 men on the front. Wise in the gun from the far hash. 2nd down and 10. Snap, throws it left, caught by Bryant. 1 man to beat, splits the tacklers, near side 15. Tiptoeing down the near sideline, and he is in. Touchdown. 29-yard touchdown reception by Emory Bryant, the sophomore from Birmingham, Alabama. And now the Skyhawks are a point away from tying this game up with 3:32 to play. It's an all-out great drive for the Skyhawks. And remember, for Point, they had only scored 1 touchdown in the first 3 games. So definitely a great feeling for Keenan Wise. That's his first touchdown pass of the year. And for Emory Bryant, who had only 7 catches in the first 3 games for a total of 94 yards. There's 29 and a touchdown there. Flesher back to kick it, swings the leg, and it is good. We are tied at 7-7 with 3:32 to play in the first quarter. Take a break here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Bluefield coming up after this. Welcome back, everyone. A 29-yard touchdown reception by Point's Emory Bryant. 3:32 to play in the first quarter. Left 7-7 the score. Skyhawks getting a touchdown for only the 2nd time this season. Ready to step up, Logan Flesher. Swing of the right leg all the way back now to the 10-yard line That's Lowell Patron up the middle, crossing at the 25, angles back, stiff arm at the 30, dancing across the 35, and brought down at the 36-yard line. So Bluefield College will have pretty good field position to start out, and it looks like a couple of those starting receivers we didn't see on the first couple of drives for Bluefield are going to be out there, including Jaquan Ebron, who really did a great job of lighting up St. Andrews his last time out, as well as Antonio Strickland. And Strickland ready to run out on the far side. Got to watch out for Antonio Strickland's ability to run the end around for Bluefield as well. Dustin Barker lining up as the tight end in the slot. Lowell Patron on the far side. So Bryce Verbal with Jaquan Ebron on the near side, the lone receiver. First down and 10 for Bluefield. Cadence Lamp still the running back to the right. Verbal back, dumps it left, broken up on a couple of tackles attempted by Point, and Antonio Strickland dances up to the 36-yard line where it'll be no gain. Could have been worse. Second down and 10 coming up. 7-7 the score, Bluefield and Point. Three minutes left to right, in the gun, Verbal. Two receivers near side. Snap, handed off Lamp left side, kind of tiptoes his way across the line of scrimmage and gets up to the 38.5-yard line for a short gain. It's going to be third down and about 7 with 2:40 left to play in the first quarter. Tied up 7-7. Got him up to the 39. 2:30 and ticking. See if the Rams try to go for the sticks here. Dustin Barker, got to watch out for him in the slot for Bluefield. Jaquan Ebron, the receiver on the near end. Trips receivers to the right. One receiver far side on the short end of the field. Verbal on third down, back to throw, heaves it down the far sideline, overthrew him, and it's intercepted across the Point 25-yard line into the 23, picked off by Roman Jones, the defensive back, as he's grouped with his friends on the far sideline. So an interception for Bryce Verbal, halts the clock at 2:12, and Point will take over at their own 23-yard line. And the Rams can't get into a situation like that where they end up turning the ball over. Remember, only down 14-0 against the Kentucky Christian Knights at halftime, and then came out in the second half, turned the ball over 3 or 4 times, and Kentucky Christian scored a touchdown off of each of those missed opportunities and mishaps for Bluefield. So now, Keenan Wise back to work, the quarterback. First down and 10 from the 23-yard line. Two receivers near side, one on the far side. Wise in the gun, high snap, handed off C.J. Henderson up the middle, and the Rams were there. Michael Everett as well as DeMarcus Wimbush flattening out the running back. So now it's going to be second down and 10. Actually grouping up with him that time, that's Bowden Ndala. Everett was on the near side of the field, and Henderson is down after being pummeled. Second down and 10, had to hurt for Henderson. Stood up there, and we will take a quick break with the injury. Second down and 10 with 1:48 left to go here in the first quarter. Rams and Skyhawks all tied up at 7 apiece. Welcome back, everybody. C.J. Henderson still being tended to in the backfield for Point, all tied up 7-7 here at Mitchell Stadium. Another Appalachian Division game here in the Mid-South Conference. Point making the trip up from Georgia. Actually, where they end up playing football is right inside the border of Alabama. Well, Point, the university, actually located in Georgia, right near the border as well. So 1:48 left to go in the first quarter. Here's where we are so far. Bluefield College did a great job on defense first drive of the game for Point. It was a low snap from Jacob Longacre on the punt. It was low for Logan Flesher. He was brought down at the 11-yard line. Bluefield College scored 4 plays later. But then after that, Point answered with a big drive against Bluefield, followed by a 29-yard touchdown catch by Emory Bryant. Bluefield College just went 3 and out, gave it back to Point. Here they are at their own 23-yard line, second down and 10 for the Skyhawks. Keenan Wise sets up in the gun with 1:53 and counting. Snap, handed off, left side. He's got Tyreek Robinson. Robinson able to muscle through a couple of tacklers up to the 30-yard line for a gain of 7. And now it's going to be 3rd down and 3 coming up for points as they move right to left here at Mitchell Stadium. Another 3rd down and short situation, but not 3rd down and 1 like what we saw at a point in the last couple of times where they just snuck the ball up the middle. 3rd down and 3. Once again, shotgun. Bluefield College loading up the box. Wimbush showing blitz on the far side, who's back after an ankle injury, and Bowden Ndala on the near side for Bluefield. Wise calls for the ball. High snap, handoff. Robinson up the middle, and the D-line was there. Rams stifle him right at the 31-yard line for no gain, all grouping up. And Bluefield College forces 4th down. And once again, we're going to see Logan Flesher for the Point Skyhawks. Minute left and counting, another man down, and that will be Tyreek Robinson, running back from Decatur, Georgia. Logan Flesher ready to try to boot this one away. Remember, last time Bluefield forced a 3-and-out when Point was this deep in their own territory. It was bad news for the punter and the entire Point defense. So ready to receive for Bluefield. It's going to be Peyton Haston, defensive back. Rams are really having a revolving door of punt returners, trying to see out who sticks, just throwing everybody at the wall here. 45 seconds and counting left to go in the first quarter. Logan Flesher taking his time. This time he has a good snap, steps up to the punt and boots off a beauty. Haston calls for a fair catch and makes one at the 33-yard line of Bluefield. So now the Rams, with 32 seconds left to go in the first quarter, will have a drive coming up. 7-7 the score. Bluefield and Point all tied up. Rams searching for their 2nd win of the season, and it would be their 1st win against Point since all the way back in 2017 when Tanner Griffith was a freshman. Kicked the go-ahead field goal with 30 seconds left to go. Point got the ball back and went 3-and-out, make it 4-and-out actually. Rams got the ball and took a knee. So that's the only time Bluefield College has ever beaten Point. 4-1, the Skyhawks against Bluefield. Snap on 1st down, wanted to hand it off up the middle. Verbal's going to take it himself, lowers the shoulder across the 35 and stumbled to the 38-yard line before the linebackers were there for the Skyhawks. And now the Rams have a gain of 5, 2nd down and 5. That might be the last play of the quarter unless they rush one off here as the clock ticks down to 14 seconds. Going left to right, the Rams are about to go Riverside and move right to left in just about 8 seconds. And it looks like Bluefield won't bother to snap the ball again. So now that the first quarter is over, 7-7, we got a good one so far on hand at Mitchell Stadium. Skyhawks and Rams tied up at 7 apiece here in West Virginia. We'll take a break here on the Rams Digital Sports Network with the second quarter coming up. Ready for the second quarter, 7-7 the score. Rams setting up on 2nd down and 5 from their own 38-yard line. Now with a fresh second quarter, what can the Rams do here with all the starting wide receivers back in after serving their suspension? 2nd down and 5, snap to Verbal, looks left, dumps it there, caught by Lamp in the backfield, cuts up at the 40-yard line, aiming for the near sideline and has the first down after splitting a couple of tacklers. Worked it all the way up to the 50 for a gain of 12. First down Bluefield. Tackle made by Roman Jones to finally stop the running back for the Rams. Scored a touchdown earlier in this game, and he's looked pretty solid so far. So with no huddle, Bryce Verbal setting back up in the shotgun for Bluefield. 2 receivers out to the right, Lamp to the right of Verbal as well. The ball spotted on the left hash. Snap Verbal, looks downfield, hands it off Lamp. Right side, had a big hole and worked his way to the 46 for a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6, tackle made by Khalid Young for a point. Now for Bluefield, 2nd down and 6, what can they do here with 14-18 to play in the second quarter before halftime? Working with a young offensive line, like we said, no Joe Hayner. And with 2nd down and 6, up, Verbal in the gun with 2 receivers either side. He wants to throw it, back to throw, steps, throws it near side, caught by Ebron, tries to spin out of a tackle, see if they give him forward progress, because he initially caught the ball close to the 40, spun back, and they're going to spawn him back at the 42-yard line. So it is a gain of 4. Cornerback there was Isaiah McFarland to bring down Jaquan Ebron. That's going to be 3rd down and short for Bluefield. 3rd down and 2 with 13:45 to play in the half. See if this is 4-down territory for the Rams. I'm sure Mike Ketchum and Dewey Lusk, OC and head coach respectively, want to just get the 3rd down and 2 here. Verbal in the gun. Snap, handoff Lamp. He's got the 1st down and more. Cutting at the 30-yard line. Breaks a tackle near the 25 and spun down at the 23-yard line on a big gain of 19 yards. Rams set up 1st and 10 ever so close to the red zone. Lamp is getting all the carries in this ball game, and he's looked pretty solid so far for Bluefield. 13:10 left to play in the second quarter. Rams lining back up on offense. No huddle as they have done all season. Once again, spread out again. Far sideline, Quirley in as a slot receiver. Lowell Patron on the far side and Ebron on the near side. And it off on the end around Antonio Strickland. A stiff arm near the 15-yard line. Cuts up right side. Spinning, still on his feet, close to the 10. And brought down at the 11-yard line for a gain of 12. 1st and 10, Bluefield once again moving the chains. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 11, kind of like what we saw when they got the ball off of the botch snap on the punt. Ebron setting up as the wide receiver on the near side. Lamp, the running back to the right. 2 receivers, make it 3 receivers bunched out on the right. With Antonio Strickland sneaking in the slot with Quirley to his left and Patron on the right. Moving on the line of scrimmage, and it looks like he jumped and actually hit the line or the lineman for Bluefield. So now the Rams going to be able to move it 5 yards to the 6-yard line. The defensive end that jumped. That's a 2nd down and 5, actually 1st down and 5 after the jump was made by Gary Davis. So 1st down and 5 from the 6-yard line. Rams getting close to the point end zone here. 12:18 left to play in the second quarter. Verbal calls an audible. Steps back in the gun with Lamp to his left. Verbal looks end zone, throws it there. Near side, Ebron can't make the catch. Good defense on the one-on-one play by the cornerback. I think that's Jamarcus Snow. Actually, Roman Jones, the sophomore from Marietta, Georgia, able to break it up. 12:09 to play, second quarter. 7-7 the score. Bluefield College well into field goal range now with Tanner Griffith seemingly healthy after his injury in game 1. Verbal back in the shotgun. Lamp to his left. He's gotten a good amount of carries on this drive. 2nd down and 5. Verbal back. Throws it right, trying to wedge it in, and it's too low on the bubble screen. It's like Bluefield with the field shortened a little bit. Makes it a little bit tougher to plunge the ball across the goal line as that pass was intended for Antonio Strickland just a bit low. 3rd down and 5 from the 6. 12:05 to play. Verbal in the gun. 2 receivers near side. They need the 1-yard line. Verbal back, looking end zone, lob it in the near corner. It is bobbled and caught. Touchdown, Antonio Strickland. Almost ham-fisted it as he went onto the sideline, but dragged the feed in, and Bluefield College has taken the lead at 13-7 with 11:59 to play. Great fade route from Bryce Verbal connecting with Antonio Strickland, and what a great season for Strickland continuing again. 11:59 to play. Tanner Griffith ready to kick the PAT. What a drive for Bluefield. 11:59 left to go. Snap, hold, swing of the leg. Griffith Splits, no, wide to the right on the goalpost on the right side. So 13-7, Rams holding on to a 6-point lead. We'll take a break on the Rams Digital Sports Network. The drive capped off with the Antonio Strickland touchdown. 11:59 left to play in the second quarter. A touchdown from 5 yards out from Bryce Verbal to Antonio Strickland. Bobbled the ball, sealed it, and dragged the feet. So now it's 13-7 Bluefield. Another touchdown for the senior from Jefferson, Georgia. Tanner Griffith ready to kick this ball away. Steps up to it and swings the right leg on another absolute beauty. Bryant back at his 5-yard line for point, going left to right, cutting at the near side of the field. A little bit of a dance move across the 25 and splits the tackler and dragged down at the 34-yard line. So decent field position for point with 11:49 to go. Rams trying to at least bring a turnover back on their own side. Bluefield College has turned the ball over so much this year, and we've already seen Verbal throw an interception, but on that drive, saw them work Cadence Lamp into the offensive game plan, and it certainly helped for Bluefield. It broke off a couple of first down runs for the Rams of over 10 yards. So with 11:49 to play, Keenan Wise back to work. Robinson looked like he was hurt on one drive, back in as the running back to the left of Wise. Ball spotted on the right hash. Left to right goes point, down 13-7. Showing blitz on the far side. It'll be Michael Everett. Snap, handed off Robinson, right side. He is brought down to the line of scrimmage again. Kayshawn Ridgel tracking him down, as well as Jackson Charlton Ridgel for Bluefield College. And it'll be second down and 10 from the 34-yard line. Bowden Indala has really broken up a couple of these big plays for point. Linebacker has been on the back of Keenan Wise the entire game. Actually give him a yard loss back to the 33. Second down and 11. 13-7 the score. Bluefield up by 6. Missed the PAT on a botched snap. Snap to Wise, back to throw. He's got all day. Sets his feet, slings it. Far side, wide open, man. It's caught on the far sideline. Did he drag a foot? Yes, he did. Up to the Bluefield College 43-yard line. Catch was made by Emory Bryant, who's already got a touchdown today. And a huge pass there by Wise. A beautiful throw. And Bryant had his man beat by about 5 steps and dragged him inside of Bluefield territory to the 43. So first down and 10 for the Point Skyhawks, moving left to right. 10:53 left to go. Bryant doesn't get a break. He's going to line up on the slot on the near side. First down and 10. Keenan Wise in the gun. Snap handed off Carnes up the middle, trying to dance for a few yards. Breaks a tackle at the 39 and lunges to the breaks the tackle at the 41 and lunges to the 39. So Bluefield College there on the defensive end. Looks like it's the linebacker as well as Jackson Charleston Ridgel again, the freshman from Chicago. Second down and 6 with 10:24 to play. Once again, not lining up in the huddle. Wise in the gun, movement on the line of scrimmage. Should be a free play. Back to throw. Fades at far side. Incomplete overthrown. Looking for Tim Gary. And for Bluefield, that's Kayshawn Ridgel. Jumped across the line of scrimmage. Didn't hit anyone, so you could still get the free play. On second down and 6, it's going to be second down and 1 coming up from the Bluefield College 34-yard line. 13-7. Antonio Strickland able to make the catch. Rams able to demonstrate that great wide receiving core, but Point able to demonstrate they've got a pretty good wide receiving core too, in Gary and Bryant. Second down and 1, moving on the line of scrimmage again. Wise back to throw. Heaving it down the far sideline, and once again overthrown. Looking for Tim Gary. There is a flag on the near side of the field. Once again, a little bit more jumping. It's Tony Totham for Bluefield College, and that will move the chain. So back-to-back offside penalties for Bluefield College. And from the 34, they're going to move it to the 29. 2 free plays in a row. That's 10 yards of offside penalties for the Rams. Tony Totham staying in there. Lining up as the nose guard up in against the center for Point, who is only 200 pounds, 250 pounds. 250 seems generous. First down and 10 from the 29-yard line. Wise, Bluefield showing blitz. Wise going to pitch it out right side. Carnes searching for room to run. Dances at the 30-yard line and dropped at the 29 for a loss of 1. Rams are all over it. It's Michael Everett for Bluefield College. Going to be second down and long with under 10 minutes left to play. In the first half, 13-7 Bluefield leads. Rams have read these pitches well so far in this game. 4th game of the season for Bluefield College already, the 3rd home contest for the Rams. Keenan Wise in the gun. Carnes to the left. 2 receivers out to the left. Ball spotted near the right hash. Wise in the shotgun on second down and 10. Play action. Once again, all day to throw. Steps, throws middle, and it's incomplete. He had Emory Bryant searching through the safeties for Bluefield. Charles Turner had it read well, and it was overthrown. So Keenan Wise has demonstrated he's got a cannon. Just maybe not as accurate so far in this one, but he did dial up that great pass to Emory Bryant down the far sideline. 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up here. Rams would love a tackle for loss. Keenan Wise is not going to stay in the pocket very long, though. Kind of a two-step drop guy. 3rd down and 10. 9:27 on the clock. Knee-high snap. Bryant back to throw. Slings it middle, and it's incomplete. Well, he had the man coming over the middle, and Nick Marion, the tight end, he thought he couldn't be throwing this to me, and he whiffed at the end. He thought a guy was behind him, and instead the ball bounces into the turf. So now 4th down and 10. What's Point going to do here? It'd be a very long field goal of over 40 yards. So you're in no man's land again. Last time they were able to convert this in no man's land, but now it's 4th down and 10. It was 4th down and 1 last time. They're not going to line up to sneak this. 4th down and 10 from the Bluefield 29. Wise in the gun. 3 receivers bunched in the near side. Wise back, looks left, now in the middle, throws it right. It's caught for the first down across the 20-yard line and up to the 18. Ball popped out at the end, and Bluefield College says they have it. What's the ruling here? They do. Recovered by the Rams. Catch was made by Braxton Edge, and the Rams able to recover. For Bluefield College, it looks like that was Peyton Haston for BC, able to take over again. So the turnover comes back to haunt the Point Skyhawks, and the Rams have the ball back with 9:15 to go in the first half inside their own 20-yard line. But we can see what Bryce Verbal is about to do here. 9:15 left to play, right to left. It was interesting that Braxton Edge made the catch and gained it the first down by about 13 yards. And then ball popped out at the end. So, first down and 10 from their own 18. Snap, handed off near side. Caden Lamb trying to break a tackle and reaches just about a yard gain on a hard-fought 1 yard to the 19-yard line. Tackle made by McFarland for the Skyhawks. It's going to be second down and 9 coming up with 9 minutes left to go. Right to left goes Bluefield. Last time they played Point, ended up being a 24-6 loss. Last time they were here at Mitchell Stadium against the Skyhawks, it was a heartbreaker to end the 2018 season. Snap on second down. Verbal went to throw, dropped the ball in the backfield, and takes a knee on it. Lost it in the transition and just dropped the ball on the turf, and luckily got back on it and took a knee without anybody breathing down his back. He did have all day to throw, and it drops him all the way back to the 11-yard line. There's going to be third down, about 18 to go. From their own 11, the Rams need to get it to the 28. Make that 17 yards. Third down and 17. Bluefield tries to go for the sticks or just gets a chunk of this yardage. Verbal back, going to drop the middle, and he won't get much. Tackled there, but no. Flag sailing in right at the end. It looked like Verbal was face masked as he went down to the turf. And for Point, what a terrible penalty, because You have him sacked at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 4th down and a mile, but now it's going to be likely an automatic first down on the face mask penalty with 8:08 to play in the half. Man is down for the Skyhawks. 13-7 Bluefield leads. And Verbal, like we had hypothesized, was going to have to just draw to get a chunk of the yardage, and instead the young man from Chattanooga, Tennessee, gets face masked and lost his helmet. And that's Parker Clemens down on the field for the Skyhawks. So we'll take a break as the point Skyhawk is tended to. But it's 13-7 Bluefield with 8:08 to play. So man still down. Give you a quick recap of what has happened so far. Point got the ball to start out in the ball game. Bluefield College forced 4th down and long. So Logan Flesher was back to punt, nearing his own 15-yard line. It was a low snap from Longacre. Ball rolled on the turf, and the Rams were able to drop him at the 11-yard line. So Bluefield College scored 4 plays later on a 1-yard handoff to Cadence Lamp. Then after that, Point stormed down the field, ended up with a 29-yard touchdown from Emory Bryant to tie the game at 7 apiece. Bluefield College, though, took the lead here in the second quarter with a touchdown pass from Bryce Verbal to Antonio Strickland as he dragged both feet in NFL style after bobbling the ball. So the Rams up 13-7 after the PAT was missed after that. Now Bluefield College recovered a fumble deep in their own territory after the wide receiver Braxton Edge misplayed the ball after catching it for the first down. So 1st down and 10 from their own 26-yard line. Verbal's in the gun, 3 receivers out to the right. Snap on 1st down, blitz coming up the middle. Verbal steps, throws it near side. It's caught by Ebron. Did he drag a foot across the 40? No, shoved out of bounds by the corner in Roman Jones. So Jones able to shove out Ebron for what would have been a 1st down, an impressive one at that, nearing about 17 yards. But instead, it'll be 2nd down and 10. Ebron got shoved out, and that's no longer a rule to be pushed out, and the catch would still be made. 2nd down and 10, 7:54 to go in the second quarter. Right to left goes Bluefield in the blue jerseys, new ones this year from Adidas. Verbal drawing on the left side, trying to pitch it out, and the Skyhawks had it read well. Connor Romo, the Dalton, Georgia native, standing in at 5'10", junior, able to make the tackle for about a yard gain. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 9. Remember, Bluefield converted off of the 3rd down and long last time from the face mask when Verbal was sacked at the line of scrimmage. Now it's a bit more manageable. 3rd down and 9, 7:31 to play. Whitecap blew the whistle and is ready for the clock to restart again. So it does. 7:27 to play in the second quarter. 3rd down and 9 from their own 27. Verbal back, ends collapsing, steps, throws it right. It's caught by Strickland for the 1st down, pushed up close to the 40-yard line, and that's where he will stay. Good gain for Bluefield of 13 yards. 1st down, Rams. And Strickland was wide open. Verbal found him there, had time to throw it, even with the offensive line that has been plagued by the injury bug. Rams are able to convert on 3rd down and 9. So moves the chains up to the Bluefield 40. 7 minutes and ticking. Verbal from the right hash. 2 receivers spread out near side on the Bluefield sideline. Snap, Verbal, handoff, Lamp. This isn't one of the best running plays of the game as Lamp got nowhere. Defensive line ganging up on the running back for Bluefield, and it's going to be a yard loss to the 39-yard line with 6:40 and ticking left to go. 2nd down and 11. That was Levante Walden able to crash down and make the big tackle, the defensive end, standing in at 6 feet, 250. 2nd down and 11 for Verbal. 2 receivers either side. Number 6 back to throw all day. Steps, throws it far sideline. It is intercepted by Chase Turner in Bluefield territory. Make it point territory. Either way, he's out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Turner was spying on that throw all day, and Chase Turner able to pick it off. 2nd interception of the year. Mind you, He's the only guy that's intercepted any balls for point, and they give him the ball back at the 39-yard line of Point. Second pick thrown already by Verbal today, and the turnover bug once again bites Bluefield with 6:18 to play in the second quarter. Left to right they go. Wise and Point just down by 6. Second intercepted deep ball of the day as well. Misread coverage by Verbal. Turner was there, never saw him. Snap, handed off Robinson, left side. Line is there for Bluefield, and the Rams had that plugged up. Michael Everett leading the way for the Rams, able to make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage for no gain. Second down and 10 with 39 at the 39-yard line with 6 minutes left to go. Skyhawks in the white jerseys. You can tell that this is a team that really didn't have the best schedule moving out those first 3 games. 2 talented programs. Reinhardt, top 10 team in the country. They've had to play him twice. And Faulkner, pretty solid down in Alabama. Snap on second down and long, pitch it out right side. Robinson has nowhere to go. And once again, Bowden Ndala was there to blow up that play. Got a little help from his friends and Bobby McBride, as well as the linebacker for Bluefield and Logan Patrone, able to make the tackle. Third down and 13 coming up. From the 36-yard line, it's a loss of about 5 yards from that play. 5-10 and counting. Wise taking a long time looking at his OC and Barry Casterland for the new call. Point has not huddled up the entire game. Neither has Bluefield for that matter. They set up from their own 36-yard line. Third down and 13. 3 receivers spread out far side. Wise design roll out left. Hands it off right side. Robinson has a hole up the middle, and he's plunged down at the point 42. Ball popped out again. The Rams signaling that they have it. They want the call once more. And instead, the officials say that he was down. Rams defense really wanted that sold that they'd get the ball. And instead, it's going to be 4th down and long. Fourth down and 7 coming up from the 42-yard line. Now back again to try to boot this one away, holding their breath, the entire Point fan base watching from both here and on our broadcast, because remember, the snap was bad from Longacre and the Rams capitalized. Back to receive for Bluefield. Once again for the Rams. Revolving door, it's going to be Peyton Haston. Snap and a decent punt on a line drive, rolling back for Point inside the 25 and spotted at the 21. So Bluefield College, not great field position, but not awful at their own 21-yard line. 3:58 left to play in the half, leading 13-7. After the Rams gave up that big drive, they've been able to stifle a couple of opportunities from Point on the offensive end, especially on a couple of these pitches out on the side plays for Point. The Rams have had it read well for most of the game. Now for Bluefield. Setting up, see if they can score here. They do have 3 timeouts left with 3:58 to play. Lamp still in as the running back for Bluefield, showing why he could be a starter for the Rams moving forward as they go right to left from their own 22-yard line. Wide receiving core has been solid for the Rams. Verbal's just thrown a couple of interceptions on deep balls, looking for Patrone as well as Strickland. He has the ball spotted short end of the field nearest his Bluefield sideline in Mitchell Stadium. Point moving in some personnel in and out. Finally get the right defensive line. So now the Rams, 1st down and 10 from their own 22. Snap, handed off. Lamp on the right side, gets a block from Barker, spins at the 25 and backs his way to the 27-yard line on a gain of 5. 2nd down and 5. Tackle made there by Bryant. And now Bluefield College, with the clock running down, doesn't seem to be rushing here. They are not huddling again. 13-7 the score. Last time Bluefield College was here against SAU, they went in with a 20-7 lead against the Knights. It's going to come down to not taking a quarter off, as Dewey Luss said in the open. Snap on 2nd down and 5, handed off Lamp. Once again, he's got close to the yard to gain. Stonewalled at the 31, just about a yard short, as the safeties were there for the Skyhawks. And now it's going to be 3rd down and manageable with 3:12 left to play in the first half. 13-7 the score. Rams lining up in those blue jerseys again. Verbal going to be a good game manager here on 3rd down and 2. The The ball spotted at the 30-yard line. Verbal in the gun, one receiver near side is Daquan Ebron. Snap. Design, look out to the left, hard pitch to Lamp. Picks it up and runs across the 30 to lunge at the 31. That was a broken play from the start on a high pitch. Lamp lucky he was able to make the catch. Aaron Anderson had it read well. It's going to be 4th down and short for Bluefield. I think you're in a situation here where you have to punt it. Tough call there on 3rd down and 2. Pitch it out to the left and not executed well for the Rams at all. So Point gets a bit of a break. The clock rolling down inside of 2.5 minutes to go. 4th down and 1. Tanner Griffith back to receive at his own 16-yard line. This snap from Dustin Barker. Chase Turner back to receive at his own 30 on the Point side. Play clock down to 3. Finally gets the snap off. Griffith, swing of the leg, another beauty. Duck spiraling inside of the 25-yard line. Bobbled by Turner, trying to cut up at the left. And Christian Quirley brings him down. What a tackle by the wide receiver. Undersized, no matter, but a flag is out on the near side. So Quirley made the tackle. A flag sailed in. We'll have to see if this tackle is all the while legal. And a flag sails out once again after the play was already being discussed by the officials. Another late flag. Waiting for the call here from the Whitecap with 1:59 left. It's a big call. Point could try to take the lead moving into halftime. And a block in the back on Point. So to add insult to injury, he got about 2 yards on the receiving end. And still will have to back it up even further. Rams would love another one of those turnovers here as Point is deep in their own territory after this penalty. So the ball spotted originally close to the 26-yard line. They're going to move it on back for the Skyhawks, and Keenan Wise certainly has his work cut out for him. Bailey Engel on the call. Glad to have you all with us for this ride here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Rams up 13-7 on the Skyhawks. They push the ball all the way back inside of the 15 to the 13. Going left to right. Keenan Wise in the gun has Tyreek Robinson to his left. 2 receivers near side. The gun again going left to right. Movement on the line of scrimmage. Kayshawn Ridgel jumped. It's a free play. Steps back, throws it middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the Rams have jumped off sides 3 times today. Kayshawn Ridgel has been at least 2 of them. 1:54 left to go, and it'll be a free 5 yards to move them from the 13 to the 18. 1st down and 5 with 1:54 to play. Certainly another break for the Skyhawks, who haven't really been able to do anything about it with those couple of offside penalties the last time. They turned the ball over after converting on 4th down and 10. So now 1st down and 5 from their own 18. Wise sets him in the gun again. Play action. Once again, time to throw. Steps, throws a deep pass, middle of the field, broken up and almost picked off by Banks, who had it in his hands. Pass intended for Gary, who was open over the middle, but it was underthrown, and Banks had it in both of his hands. Rams have dropped at least 2 interceptions so far in this game. Now it's going to be 2nd down and 5 as that halts the clock at 1:48. For what it's worth, the Skyhawks also have 3 timeouts left as well. So now the Rams set up on 2nd down and 5 with 3 men on the line of scrimmage, dropping back in coverage for Bluefield. Marcus Wimbush not on the field right now. Instead, the Mike linebacker for the Rams, Sam Kirtley, who also has dealt with injuries. Snap on 2nd down and 5, play action, dumping it left, and once again, incomplete. That was off of the paws of Tim Gary again. Rams had it covered decently well on that play, but still behind the coverage of Ryan Smith. Gary should make that catch. So Keenan Wise is making these throws. Now 3rd down and 5. Plenty of time for Bluefield if they get a stop here to try to orchestrate a drive to score before the end of the half. And mind you, they get the ball to start out the second half as well. 3rd down and 5. Wise, and there's movement on the line of scrimmage this time for Point. And the Rams will certainly take that. That's on Gavin Tolbert, the junior left tackle. So 3rd down and 10 now. We'll see if Point is able to change their obstacle of a play here. Already 3rd down and long. 2 receivers near end. 2 spread out far side on the edges of the field. Wise is in the gun. If he goes with the sticks, down by 6. Snap on 3rd down and 10. Handed off. Ball's loose at the 5-yard line. Picked up, and it's a touchdown. Dropped to the end zone. Flop back on it, but it's called a touchdown before that. Rams able to score. Michael Everett brings it in for another touchdown. That's his 3rd career touchdown for Bluefield College. Another mishap in the backfield. Everett crossed the goal line, and now it's 19-7 with a PAT coming up. Loose at the 5-yard line. The ball has dropped a few times today already for point. 3rd fumble of the afternoon as we go into nightfall here, and the Rams capitalize again. Defense forcing the turnovers. Michael Everett picked it up and pretty much walked into the end zone. Got confusing there as he went across the goal line and dropped the ball, but it was called a touchdown before that. So Griffith awaits. Verbal calls for the snap, the hold, kick is away, and this time it is good. 20-7 the score with 1:39 to play here in the first half. Rams ready to kick it off again when we come back after the 5-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. First down and 10 coming up for point after this kickoff for Bluefield. 20-7 with 1:39 left to play. Michael Everett takes it in for the touchdown off the dropped handoff by Keenan Wise. It was on 3rd down and 10 already, and point moving backwards. So Griffith ready to step up, swings the leg, and boots another beauty. Wow. Bryant makes the catch at the 6-yard line, settles his feet, angles his way to the left side, crossing the 20, gets a block at the 25. Flag came out in the 15-yard line as he's tackled across the 30-yard line to the 31. Well, Bluefield College definitely delving out a taste of its own medicine after fumbling so many times against KCU. They have capitalized on 3 fumbles so far here today against the Skyhawks. So the Rams lead 20-7. Michael Everett scored a touchdown from 5 yards out. And a penalty on point will push this back even further. Block in the back on the Skyhawks. Bailey Engel on the call for you. Glad to have you here with 1:28 left to go. (20-7) the score. Tons of penalties on both sides. Now for point. Just after dropping the ball in your own end zone, now you got to line up at the 9-yard line. Keenan Wise from his own 9, once again in the gun. Point with 3 timeouts. See if they try to play it safe here with Tyreek Robinson, the running back to his left. Rams with 3 men on the line of scrimmage. Snap, handed off to Robinson. Jackson, Charlton Ridgel bringing him down for the tackle for loss. Whistle blows. And they seem like they blew that early with 1:19 left to play. Rams call a timeout, so it's going to be 2nd down and long coming out. Bluefield calls a timeout. They want to talk about it here and try to get the ball back with a manageable enough time to score another touchdown. We'll come back after the break. Quick one here. 1:19 left to play. Bluefield leads 20-7. Welcome back, everybody. I want to say a quick apology. Jackson Charlton Perrin had it wrong on a roster here as the defensive lineman made that big tackle. So whoever noted that in the comments, thank you. So 2nd down and 11. The junior able to make the tackle, and the Rams are going to set up on 2nd down and 11 on defense with 1:19 left to play. 20-7. Last time that Point had the ball deep inside their own 10-yard line, dropped the ball, and Michael Everett brought it in for a touchdown from 5 yards out with 1:19 left to go. Once again for Bluefield, trying to set up for another turnover. Jackson Charlton Perrin lining up right over the snapper in the center, and Jacob Longacre in the gun. 2nd down and 11 from their own 8-yard line. Moving on the line of scrimmage a little bit again. Michael Everett threw up a hand trying to point it out. Sam Kirtley also bouncing back. Play clock rolling down to 10. A little bit of confusion on the line of scrimmage for Point, calling an audible here. Play clock rolling down to 5. Keenan Wise in the gun, calling for the ball. Finally gets it with 2 seconds to spare. Wise back, throws it left, and it's incomplete. Intending that pass for Tim Gary, streaking down the field. Oh, it seems that Wise has just not been on the same page as a couple of his wide receivers tonight. And a few of these passes he has been able to dial up have been dropped. So it's 20-7 with 1:15 left. 3rd down coming up. The Rams trying to set up for a quick stop here. Could get the ball back, and they already have all 3 timeouts. At least try for a field goal here, especially with how they've been able to stifle Point on 3rd down today. 1:15 left to play. Snap on 3rd down. Perrin trying to pressure him as Wise steps up, throws a deep ball left side. Oh my goodness, he threw that all the way to the 45 of Bluefield, but it's incomplete, intending that pass for Tim Gary. So now it's going to be 4th down and 11 from the 8-yard line, and Bluefield College. Now what do they do here? Peyton Haston has been back to receive a few times, bringing out a new man to receive this punt for Bluefield College. And looks like it's going to be for the Rams in this revolving door. Rayshawn Pearson back at the Point 42-yard line. So, going to be a big test here for Logan Flesher. He's already had to field a bad snap from Jacob Longacre today. Set up at the E. Makes a good snap and swings the leg, gets it off. It's going to take a point roll at the 35-yard line and rolls all the way into Bluefield territory at the now 46 of Bluefield. So, a good punt. Trying to get Point out of Dodge. Rams with 2 timeouts, trying to move the ball further into Point territory with 56 seconds left to go. 20-7 the score. Going right to left here. Rams have scored 3 touchdowns, 2 of them offensive, 1 of them defensive. Michael Everett, the most recent one. So, bit of a minute drill here coming up for Bryce Verbal. Going right to left, 20-7 the score from the 46-yard line. Going right to left. 3 receivers right side. 1st down and 10 from the 47. Verbal once again in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, takes the snap on 1st down, back to throw, sets his feet, fires it right side. It's caught by Strickland and then bobbled and broken up. Good job by the cornerback on the far side. That was Roman Jones. Broke it up, hit the dirt. Now it's going to be 2nd down and 10 with 50 seconds left to go. Bluefield from its own 46-yard line. Needs a couple of 1st downs to at least get into Tanner Griffith territory. 2nd down and 10. 3 receivers to the right for Verbal. Cadence Lamp, see if they get a handoff here to at least try to break a few yards. 2nd down and 10, they're going to try to throw it again. Verbal looks left, sets his feet, throws it right. Another deep ball looking for Strickland. Jumped up and made the catch across the 40 and lunges into Point territory at the 35-yard line. Stopping the clock now at 42 seconds left to go. 20-7, Bluefield leads. Another big pass to Antonio Strickland. He leapt up and got it, but a flag is down in the backfield. And it's going to go against Bluefield.
Flag on the play.
Holding on the offense. So 2nd down and 20 coming up, negating what would have been a big gain for the Rams. And with 42 seconds left, maybe you see Bluefield might get a little bit more conservative here as they're pushed back all the way inside of their own 40-yard line, back to the 36. So they need the 44 of Point for the 1st down. 2nd down and very, very long. Verbal's in the gun. 3 receivers spread out to his right with Lamp on his right as well in the shotgun. Juan Ebron, lone receiver near side. Snap Verbal, delayed handoff. Lamp on the right side. He is twirled down at the Bluefield College 37-yard line. 30 seconds left to go. Tackle made by Young for a point. It'll be 3rd down and 18. Looks like Bluefield backing up here with 20 seconds left to go. 20-7, Verbal and company not even going to try to run a play. Well, they get the ball back to start the 3rd quarter, so Verbal looks like he's unbuckling his chin strap and rolls the clock down to 5. That is it for the first half. So once again, here at Mitchell Stadium, Bluefield College goes into the locker room at halftime with 20 points, leading again by 13 over point. We'll be back with the Rams getting the ball back in the 3rd quarter right after this. But that's your first half here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Bluefield up 20-7. So welcome back, everyone. Ignore what you see that says halftime. The Rams decided to call a timeout with 3 seconds left. It's going to be 3rd down and 19. Verbal setting up in the gun. It looked like a reasonable decision to just try to run out the clock and move into halftime. But now on 3rd down and 19 yards from their own 37-yard line, they're going to go for something here. Point dropping back into prevent defense. This is very confusing. The Rams had already played the fight song on the sideline. Snap to Verbal, back, dumps it left, caught by Ebron, searching for a Strickland block. Toes at the 45, dances up, and now still searching for a way. He pitches it back, ball is loose. Rams up 20-7 and tried to go band is out on the field at the end of the first half. So now I'm like 95% sure that that is it for the first half. So 20-7, Bluefield College leads by 13 as they go into the locker room. And the Rams Digital Sports Network officially halftime at Mitchell Stadium. Welcome back, everybody. We are ready for the start of the third quarter. Pretty much a offensive fumble fest in that first half, but now the Rams lead by 13, getting the ball back to start out the second half, down 20-7. Point ready to kick this one away. Bailey Engel on the call for you. Glad to have you with us. Logan Flesher ready to swing the leg. Rams have both Lowell Patron as well. Back to receive this one. Ready to receive it for Bluefield on the near side, Rayshawn Pearson. So the Rams are really trying to find a rhythm of who's going to return these kickoffs. Scored a touchdown right there before the halftime. Michael Everett picking up a loose ball into the end zone. Antonio Strickland has a touchdown in this game as well. Now it looks like trainer comes out onto the field and across the entire field. So you see there's someone on the 40-yard line that crossed the entire field. Now a manager as well crossing the 40, as well as another one. Now looks like it's the people holding the chain in this game, and instead of moving around, I think they were the coaching staff for point, and we got this started off a little bit early. Instead of running not in the field of play, they ran right across it. So we are ready. Logan Flesher steps up to the ball, going left to right, swing of the leg, all the way back to the 6. It's caught by Patron for Bluefield. Angling on the near side, cutting at the 15, breaks a tackle across the 20 and hit hard at the 24-yard line for Bluefield. It's an 18-yard return, and now the Rams, with a flag sailing out, this could make it interesting here. Could it be a late hit on point to push the ball a little bit further for Bluefield College, starting out with the ball already leading 20-7. Officials' stadium mic has not worked in this game either. So we haven't been able to pinpoint who these flags have been called on. It's 20-7. Rams lining up, and they're going to wave off the flag after a quick conference. So Bluefield College is going to start out at the 24. Bluefield, Bryce Verbal back. Didn't have a really statistically impressive first half, and really no one did. Verbal went 8 of 15 with 2 interceptions with 42 yards. He had a long of a 13-yard pass. Antonio Strickland, 3 catches for 19 yards. Cadence Lump has a couple of catches. Jaquan Ebron has 2 catches for 6 yards. Lamp, by the way, has 2 catches for 12 yards. So Lamp has a touchdown on the ground today, and he gets the handoff on 1st and 10. Handoff on the left side, spins out of a tackle, and he is wrestled down quickly and immediately by the linebacker on that play for a point, able to break it up in the backfield. That's Aaron Anderson. Anderson, the senior from Gwinnett County, Georgia, dropping him for a yard gain and able to get that just because of the forward progress to the 25. So 2nd down and 9 from their own 25-yard line. Snap to Verbal, design rollout right, and a flag sails in. Boy, this has been such a sloppy game. Bluefield coming off of a bye, 0-3 to start the season. And it's a false start on Bluefield. There have been a multitude of offsides and false start penalties. And that's going to be tough for Bluefield this week in practice, trying to rectify that. But off of the bye week, trying to wake up on the line. And luckily for Bluefield, up by 13 because of the fumbles. There was a fumble on the first punt attempt of the game on a low snap by Longacre. The Rams picked it up at the 11-yard line, scored 4 plays later. They drove down the field for their 2nd touchdown, but the 3rd touchdown was picked up on the 5-yard line and brought in by Bluefield's linebacker, Michael Everett. So 2nd down and 14 from their own 20-yard line. Verbal once again spreads the offense out as they move right to left, calling for a blitz point. Calling for a defensive audible as the Rams take the snap. Verbal looking left, dumps it there. Near side, caught by Strickland. Dances out of a tackle and spins across the 25 to the 28 for a gain of 8. And now it's going to be 3rd down and 6 coming up. 13:45 left to go. Got to the 27 to make it 3rd down and 7, actually. Bluefield College moving pretty slowly on offense despite being in a no-huddle offense. Verbal at the gun, checking the line of scrimmage. Point with nobody in a 3-point stance as of yet. Verbal calling for the ball, showing blitz on the near side. For point, the safety. Snap Verbal, delayed handoff left side. Lamp is brought down for a couple yard loss to the 25-yard line. And that offensive showing for Bluefield College just seems slow and like they were sleepwalking there after Stringer was able to make the tackle. It's going to be 4th down and 9 from the 25 with 13 minutes left to play. Rams still lead 20-7. Chase Turner, who has an interception in this game, is back to receive this from Tanner Griffith, who, even though Bluefield is leading, Tanner Griffith missed a PAT after a botched snap. Looked pretty strong for Bluefield after coming out of an injury in game 1 of the season. So Griffith back at his own 10-yard line. Chase Turner at the 35 of point. 4th down and 9. Good snap to Griffith. Steps up and boots the punt away on a duck-wobbling punt on the far side. Caught at the 41. Turner gets a block 50. Far sideline 45. Crossing the Bluefield 40. Big block. Cuts up at the 30. Flag sails in as Turner dances across the Bluefield College 25-yard line and up to the 21. So the last time Bluefield College played here at Mitchell Stadium, they did not play well in the third quarter, and SAU was able to jump out to a 15-point lead. Meanwhile, Tanner Griffith looked like he was hit. The flag is back at the line of scrimmage. Rams defense is ready to go out there by the nose guard in Jackson Charlton Perrin, who has played very well in this game. Sophomore from Chicago, Illinois. He's ready to jog out onto the field, leading this offensive line with no Colin O'Donnell. Flag is going to be on point and pushes them back from where they had it inside the Bluefield 25. And the ball is spotted, still walking all the way back across the 50, and keep it right there at the point side of the 50. 12:22 left to play in the third quarter. Rams defense has done a good job against Keenan Wise. Wise hasn't been able to complete a multitude of passes today, just 5 completions for 79 yards. No interceptions, though, for Wise, but the fumbles have really stifled point. Snap on first down, handed off Tyreek Robinson, and the line of scrimmage is all he's going to get. Out to the 49-yard line for an inch gain. Robinson dropped by the linebacking core of Bluefield. No DeMarcus Wimbush as well. Sam Kirtley leading the way for the Rams. Tony Tottenham lining up as the defensive tackle. Charlton Perrin to his right. Keenan Wise, quarterback, looks over at the far sideline, wants the call, and he'll get it. Tyreek Robinson lining up on his right side. No C.J. Henderson for a while. 2nd down and 9 from the Bluefield 49. Point technically in the Rams territory. Snap handed off Robinson left side, and Charlton Perrin dropping him there at the line of scrimmage. So Robinson gets about a yard gain on the forward progress to the Bluefield 48. The defensive tackle from Chicago able to make the tackle. And with 11.5 minutes left to play in the third quarter, it's 3rd down and 8 for point as they move left to right in those white jerseys. Wise in the gun with those light blue cleats. Might want to drop back and pass it over the middle here. He has not been able to dial it up well. Snap Wise, spins out to the right. Still looking, steps, fires near sideline. Wide open man, cut by Bryant as he twirls inside of the 25. Ball popped loose at the end as he was tackled by Haston. Haston punched the ball loose, but it's recovered there by the tight end and Nick Marion in Bluefield territory at the 24-yard line. So dialing up for a big pass. 24-yard gain for the Point Skyhawks. And they're only 13 down here with 11:02 to play in the third quarter. Rams, like Dewey Luss said, cannot take a quarter off like they did against the St. Andrews Knights. And now Emory Bryant is down. The wide receiver who has been one of the bright spots and a pretty tough showing for this Point offense. Made a couple of big catches today, including that one. Now down on the field. And we will take a break. 1st down and 10 at the 23 of Bluefield. It's 20-7 with Point driving in the third quarter. Well, with 10:54 left in the third quarter, Rams are back on their heels at their own 23-yard line. A man down, Emory Bryant, who made a couple of good catches today for the Point Skyhawks. Skyhawks trying to drive and cut this down to a one-touchdown lead for Bluefield. Welcome here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. And Bryant's up and jogs off of the field. So remember, he made that catch on the near sideline, got all the way on the far side, and then was able to get up and jog on the far end of the field. So with that, Point sets up 1st and 10 from the Bluefield College 23-yard line on a 25-yard dial-up. Keenan Wise is in the gun with Tyreek Robinson, the junior running back, to his left. Two receivers perched out to the left end for Wise. Belt high, snap back to throw on 1st down. Heaves it for the end zone, looking for his man. Caught on the 1-yard line. He is in for the touchdown. Nick Marion makes the catch. He had 4 catches in the first 3 games, and that one is his first touchdown of the 2021 season and the first touchdown of his career. So Nick Marion puts now Point on the board again. It is 20-13. And for Point, they're going to bring out Logan Flesher to try to make this a 6-point game. Remember, Bluefield missed a PAT earlier, and a couple weeks ago had one blocked and taken back for 2 points. See if the Rams are able to do that here. Longacre high snap, hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. So, 7 points, 20-14. Bluefield College leads by 6. Offense coming back out onto the field when we come back with 10:34 remaining in the third quarter. (22-14) the score. Rams lead by 6 points, but a touchdown from 23 yards out, dialed up from Keenan Wise to Nick Marion, the tight end, able to make the catch, and now it is a 6-point game. 10:34 remaining in the third quarter. Point trying to channel what St. Andrews did the last time a visiting team was here at Mitchell Stadium and really capitalize on a slow third quarter for Bluefield College. They just moved about a yard on their last offensive drive. Rams only up by 6, could be a good game. Last time Point was here, it ended up being a pretty good one as Bluefield College came up just short inside of their own 25 or inside of the Point 25-yard line. So Flesher steps up, swinging the leg, and a good end-over-end kick. Caught by Patron at the 14-yard line, head full of steam near side. Trying to break a tackle and does across the 30. Stutter step at the 35 and wrestled down at the Bluefield 37-yard line. Once again, Lowell Patron doing a great job on the return game for Bluefield with 10:25 to play. Tackle made by DeSources there to finally stop Patron, who, to his credit, hasn't had a catch today, but the return game has put Bluefield in some pretty favorable situations as far as field position. They're setting up at the 37-yard line now. Point has yet to line up. Rams are ready to go. Going right to left here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Bryce Verbal and company with Cadence Lamp, the running back for Bluefield. Been a good addition for the Rams today. Rams have really struggled to run the ball, not only this year, but the past few years. See what Lamp is able to do here. 1st down and 10 from their own 37. Snap Verbal, handoff Lamp middle. Spins close to the 40-yard line and gets to the 41 for a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6. Tackle made by the linebacking core there of the Point Skyhawks and finished off by Keith Adams. So, 2nd down and 6. 10-10 left to go in the third quarter. Rams just getting across the 40 to the 41 of their own territory. Once again, not huddling up, but kind of at a leisurely pace. We've seen Point move a bit quicker. Snap on 2nd down, give it to Lamp again, splits a tackler, and moves his way to the 43-yard line for a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd down and 4 coming up. Once Once again for Bluefield, a third down and manageable, going with the run game, see if they mix it up here, trying to keep that unpredictability going, and I think that is what stifled Bluefield in the past, with Point expecting either a pass or a run here. Have to respect both. Third down and 4. Bryce Verbal looking to the right, jawing with his wide receivers on third down and 4 from the 43. Snappy's going to throw. Looking on the near side. Ebron makes the catch at the 41-yard line. Splits and tries to break a tackler into the 40, and to the 39 on a beautiful throw into Skyhawks territory with 9:10 left to play. In the third quarter, able to convert a third down, and somehow that just feels a lot bigger than the other ones. 20-14, Bluefield leads with 9 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Two receivers out to the right. Barker, the tight end, set up as a slot receiver. And watch out for Antonio Strickland, set up on a slot receiver on the near side. So first down and 10 from the 39. Verbal calls for the ball and gets it. Bend to the knee, steps back. Heaves a deep pass, far side, looking for Patron. It's broken up. Patron had a man all over his back, and no flag is called as Verbal underthrew that into double coverage. And once again, the Rams can take kind of a breath of relief there that one wasn't intercepted, but also Patron trying to back and forth the flag, did not get it. So second down and 10, 8:43 to go in the third quarter. Third home game of the year for Bluefield College, 1-2, Point winless on the season. Remember, they have played Reinhardt twice, but the Rams lead by 6. Trying to drive down the field here in the third quarter. Going into the end zone nearest the scoreboard. Verbal doesn't like what he sees and calls an audible. Takes a snap, looking out right, dumping it there to Lamp in the backfield. Stutter step, trying to get across the line of scrimmage, and does. Not by much, though, but that could have been way worse as Lamp read a couple of blocks and juked across the 40 to the 38. Defensive backs there for the Skyhawks. 8:28 left to go here in the third. Third down and 8. 20-14 the score. From the 37-yard line of the far hash, Rams converted their last fourth, make it third down. Now it's third down and 8. Snap on third down. Verbal rolls out to the left, setting his feet, throws it down the left side, looking for Ebron. Almost made the catch, had a man all over him. Chase Turner on the coverage, and it's incomplete. So now it's fourth down and 8. What do the Rams do here? Spotted at the Point College or Point University 37. In the third quarter, already up by 6 with 8:03 to play. Verbal wants to talk about it with Dewey Lusk. I'm going to play field position here, and I think that might be a decent call if you trust your defense. And with the Rams, looks like they're going to try to punt it away, and they will, with Tanner Griffith jogging out onto the field. Play clock is rolled all the way down to 9 seconds. See if they take an intentional delay of game here, so Griffith has more space to pin it inside the 10-yard line. Gets the snap off and a punt, so he rushed the punt and got it off. It's a decent one, rolling at the 10, inside of the 10, and rolls out of bounds on the near sideline. A good punt for Griffith, and Point will set up inside their own 10-yard line with 7:55 left to go in the third quarter. 20-14, Bluefield up on the Point Skyhawks, a familiar foe. Last time the Rams were able to beat the Skyhawks was back in 2017 when they made the trip down to Alabama. Tanner Griffith in his freshman year kicked a field goal that split the uprights with under a minute left to go. And interestingly enough, Dewey Lusk actually iced his own kicker in that game, called a timeout before that kick, and Griffith made it anyway. First down and 10 from their own 9-yard line. Skyhawks back to work with Keenan Wise, the quarterback. Snap handed off Robinson, left side. Rams were there. Bowden and Dalla off of the corner. Able to make the tackle with a little bit of help from Sam Kirtley as well as Charlton Perrin for Bluefield College. Make it second down and 10 after no gain. Actually give them the 10-yard line. Second down and 9 with 7:35 to play in the third quarter. Keenan Wise taking his time here. Once again, kind of adopting that no rush, no huddle. Wise in the shotgun, calls for the ball, gets it from Longacre. Play action, quick throw, left side. It is caught on a screen, trying to break a tackle. That's Tim Gary. Finally gets brought down at the 16-yard line for a gain of 6. Bluefield College and Michael Everett able to make the tackle. But now it's third down and a bit more manageable here. Third down and 3. It'll be a big stop for Bluefield. Third down and 3. Third down and short. Skyhawks only down by 6 with 6:55 remaining in the third quarter. A little bit of movement on the line of scrimmage. No flag. Wise steps back. Throws a deep pass far sideline. It's incomplete. So on third down and 3, the Skyhawks go deep. Keenan Wise treated that as if it were a free play, and there was no flag thrown. So Wise has his hands on to his sides wondering, I thought that was a free play, so that's why he threw it deep. And there were no flags thrown. So Bluefield catching a break there, able to get back. A no flag thrown on that play. So fourth down and 3 coming up. Trying to take this one back to the house. As Pearson back ready to receive for Bluefield. And once again, we're going to see Flesher deep in his own end zone. Flesher takes a snap of the 1-yard line, swing of the right leg. Fair catch called for and bobbled and finally fell down on it. That's Peyton Haston, actually. And Bluefield has prime field position here at their own 48-yard line. Stopping the clock at 6:38 to go. Now 20-14, Rams leading in this one. Glad to have you along for the ride on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Skyhawks scored on a touchdown thrown on the far side by Nick Marion. So Keenan Wise, a couple of touchdowns in this game. Remember, Point had only scored 1 touchdown. It was on the ground in the first 3 games of the season. They were shut out by Reinhardt their last game out. So trying to find out who they are on offense, and I believe it's a little tough to figure out who you really are when you're playing against the toughest team maybe in the whole state of Georgia. First down and 10. Snap handed off into round. Strickland on the far side, dancing for space and wrestled down for no gain right to the 49-yard line of Bluefield. So it'll be second down and 10. Aaron Anderson saw the misdirection from the start, and the linebacker from Gwinnett County, Georgia, brought him down for no gain. So second down and 10, 6:20 on the clock for Bluefield, moving right to left, a leisurely pace of this game that's been littered with turnovers, but so far none in the third quarter. Famous last words, of course. Second down and 10. Snap to Verbal, delayed fake handoff. Verbal's going to draw on the right side. That seemed to be a broken play, but Verbal made something out of nothing as he crossed the 45 of Point up to the 43. On a gain of 8. It's going to be third down and 2. Bailey Engel on the call for you. Glad to have everyone listening in on the Rams Digital Sports Network and watching. Right to left for Verbal. Jaquan Ebron is the receiver on the near side, spotted up with Roman Jones. Watch out for that one-on-one ball coming up. A little bit of movement, third down and 2. Handed off Lamp up the gut. He's got close to it at the 41-yard lines where they're going to initially spot it. And the referees say to move the chain. So Lamp, short yardage back, coming in for Bluefield, scoring from 1 yard out early in the game, and now on third down and short, the Rams go short, and they get the yardage enough to move the chain. So at the 41-yard line of Point, first down and 10 Bluefield, Lamp to the left of Verbal. 3 receivers right. Ebron near side. Verbal, after bending the knees, comes up to the line of scrimmage. Calls for a new play. First down and 10. Fakes the handoff. Verbal back. Sets. Throws middle. Caught for the first down by Dustin Barker. That's his first career catch for Bluefield. And the Rams coaching staff here in the booth is loving that. Dustin Barker able to make the catch in Bluefield College. Able to move the chains as well up to the 26-yard line. First and 10 Rams. Remember, they haven't factored in the tight ends as much in Dewey Lust's tenure. We're already seeing a catch today made by Barker. First down and 10 from the 26. Play action. Nope, Verbal's going to drop the middle, spins at the 25, and meanders his way to the 24-yard line for a gain of 2. Second down and 8. 20-14, Bluefield moving now into Point territory with second down and manageable coming up. 4:20 and ticking, getting closer and closer. A big red end zone that says Bluefield on it. Bluefield playing here at Mitchell Stadium, a historic stadium in southern West Virginia. Rams trying to pick up their second win of the season here. Snap to Verbal, makes the handoff, back to throw, dumps it near side, wide open, caught by Strickland, dances out of a tackle, crosses the 20-yard line, angles near sideline, and gets to the 16-yard line on a gain of 8. Close to move the chains, and it will. So the Rams with a first and 10 at the 16-yard line. Stopping the clock with 30:57. Now resume it. Here's the Rams get ready to set up on first down and 10 from the 16-yard line. Verbal As one touchdown pass today, will they go end zone here with Patron lining up on the far side on the wide end of the field. Snap on first down, delayed handoff. Lamp up the middle, ducks the shoulder, spins close to the 10-yard line, getting a little bit of a push. And instead, he's brought down at the 12 for a gain of 4 by a host of Skyhawks tacklers.
It'll be second down.
Second down and 6, 3:22 left to play in the third quarter. Rams have really demonstrated a lot of offensive patience here. Only a 6-point game. Able to move the chains on a couple of third downs already in this drive. Now back to work here on second down and 6 from the 12-yard line of point. Getting close to the end zone. Now setting up in the red zone. Strickland in motion. Fakes the end-around handoff. Verbal draws up the middle. Dumps it near side. Lamp breaks a tackle at the 10 and pushed out of bounds at the 7. Make it 8-yard line for a gain of 4. It'll be third down and 2. Bluefield trying to get past Roman Jones in that corner. And the secondary came up to shove the running back out of bounds. We're going to call it third down and about 2 to go. Need the 6 from the 8-yard line. Lamp in the gun with Verbal, the quarterback. Snap Verbal, hand it off Lamp. Turn in the corner at the right side. Lowers the shoulder across the 5, and they're actually going to spot him there at the 5. Good enough to move the chains. And this offense going on the ground for really the first time this season with Lamp, and the Rams have been able to move the chains on this drive. 2:20 left to play. In the third quarter, Lamp getting some carries for Bluefield in the red zone. 2:10 left to play. Another first down, first and goal from the 5. If they go run again, Verbal sets up shotgun. 3 men along the line of scrimmage. Verbal, snap, pitch it out left. Lamp is tracked down in the backfield. Aaron Anderson makes the tackle and drops Bluefield 3 yards back to the 8. The pitch on the outside has not worked well for the Rams today. I think that Aaron Anderson, to his credit, has really been able to read those pitches. So now Verbal setting up on second and goal from the 8, and the clock ticks down to 1:40 left in the third quarter. Field shortens up a little bit. Rams changing a bit of the play calls here. Verbal once again in the gun. Ebron Strickland to the left. Snap. Ebron going out on the right side. Verbal draws on the right. Looking end zone. Throws it there. It's caught and then broken up. Patron made the catch. Ball popped out after he was hit hard. Chase Turner able to get a good pop on the Bluefield veteran wide receiver. And Patron seemed to be a little slow to get up. It's going to be third down and goal from the 8-yard line. So now for Bluefield, only up by 6. Still in field goal range. They have missed a PAT today, so that is something to think about. They're trying to cross that bridge if they come to it. Third down and 8, thinking end zone here. In the shotgun, 3 receivers out right for Bluefield. Snap Verbal, looking left, throws it there. End zone, caught, touchdown! Jaquan Ebron drags a foot in, and the Rams jump up to a 26-14 lead. Perfect play call for the Rams going against the stacked side of the field, but there is a flag on the field. See what it's called on here. Bluefield College doesn't seem to be ready to kick the PAT, and instead might be moving back here. Whitecap signals it's going to be holding on the offense, so that wipes off a touchdown. It stays 20-14, and what a huge call that is. So it's third and goal from the 18. Remember, in the NAIA, this isn't a chip shot field goal either. So the Rams need to make sure they don't lose any more yards coming up here. 2 receivers pinched out far side, and Ebron and Patron. Lamp to the left. Going to bring Patron in motion right to left. He goes out to pass. Verbal back, throws it middle. It's caught on the 1-yard line, but he is stifled there by Chase Turner. That's Ebron that made the catch. So now what do you do here? Ball spotted at the 1.5-yard line. It's a 16-yard completion by Verbal. It was a good play to try to get to the goal line. Verbal is staying on the field, and they're going to bring out Tanner Griffith. Wow. So seems to be the right call to take the points. You're only up by 6. Try to keep it to a 2-possession game at the very least. It'll be a chip shot from about, make it 19 yards out. for Tanner Griffith. Lines up for what should be a chip shot. Calling for the ball. Snap. Hold is down. Swing of the leg. The kick is blocked. Point with a huge stop, and once again, special teams haunt Bluefield. They had a 4th and goal from the 2. The Rams line up for what could have been a huge chip shot to go up by 9, but instead it's blocked, and the Skyhawks have life with 27 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter. Wow. Well, that could be a humongous play if the Rams aren't able to make a stop here and Keenan Wise can orchestrate a drive. But now, that Bluefield defensive front that has been so tough all game, Logan Petrone, Jackson, Charlton Perrin, and then Kayshawn Ridgel on the far side. So, Keenan Wise in the gun. What can they do here? C.J. Henderson back into the ball game. Receiver on the near end, ball spotted in the middle of the field, 1st down and 10 from the 8-yard line of point. Going left to right, Skyhawks have it back. Snap, handed off Henderson, cutting at the left side, and the Rams able to wrestle him down for a short gain to the 12-yard line. And a gain of 4. Charlton Perrin getting in the mix there. With 15 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, we'll have to see if the Skyhawks even bother to run another play. The play clock is ran down to 3. Nobody reset the play clock. And it should be off anyway. Now, that is it for the 3rd quarter, 20-14. Bluefield College blocked on an 18-yard field goal. We'll be back with the 4th quarter after this. We got a good one here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Ready for the 4th quarter to begin here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Could be another good one, but Bluefield trying to go up by 9 there right before the end of the 3rd quarter. Got a field goal blocked. Luckily for the Rams, weren't able to give up a touchdown there as they have given up such a long PAT for 2 points against SAU last time they were here. Rams have missed a PAT, and they've also had a field goal, a chip shot blocked. So, Point with new life has the ball at their own 12-yard line. Keenan Wise and company have already scored a touchdown in the 2nd half. It is 20-14. Rams led 20-7 at halftime. Right to left goes Point. Low snap on 2nd down. Handed off Henderson. Cutting on the right side. Lowers the shoulder across the 15. And the Rams, before he was able to get across the 15, tackle made by McCall for Bluefield, or actually, check that for the Rams. That's Trevor Thompson. 3rd down and 3. Big time. 3rd and short coming up for the Skyhawks, going right to left. In the gun, sloppy football game continues. Keenan Wise in the backfield, calls for the ball on 3rd down. Ends collapsing, steps up, throws a deep pass near side, has a man wide open, and it's caught for a humongous 1st down by Emery Bryant. Dives to get the ball in Bluefield territory at the 48. What an absolute dime of a pass. And after he heaved that one all the way up there, it is now 1st and 10 at the Bluefield College 48-yard line. He throws that a little bit shorter. That's a touchdown. Bryant wouldn't have to dive for it. 1st down and 10 from the Bluefield 48. Keenan Wise, an absolute beauty of a pass. Back to throw, rushing out. He is brought down almost as Wise steps back and throws it on the near side. Is anyone in motion? Wise got up, gave a shove of Bluefield. Let's see if there's any flags here. Linebacker in the backfield for the Rams. That's Trevor Thompson for Bluefield, who got pushed by Wise at the end. No flag came in. Also be interesting that they haven't thought about throwing a flag for intentional grounding. Rams are going to get neither call. Thompson got shoved there. And they'll keep it at first down and 10 from the Bluefield 48. Make it second down and 10. Right to left, 20-14 the score. A 48-yard line. Wise is in the gun. Watch out for Tim Gary, 6'0", 195, wide receiver, or in the shoulder on Banks here. Snap, Wise spins out right, still looking, throws far sideline. It's intercepted. Did he drag a foot in? Waiting for the call. I believe they're going to call this incomplete as the Skyhawks are staying out on the field. There was no actual call of incomplete there. Almost picked off by Michael Banks. So now it's third down and 10. Remember the last third down and long. Wise dialed up a huge pass to Emory Bryant across the Bluefield at 50. But since then, Skyhawks have not moved a yard. Bluefield only leading by 6 with 13:48 to play in this ball game. 3 receivers out to the right. Wise calling for the ball. He gets it on third down. Blitz coming. Pressure off the edge from Turner. Steps up, throws it left side. Wide open, but incomplete. Charles Turner made Wise step up, and you really can credit Turner for pressuring Wise, who couldn't get a set throw into Emory Bryant, who had about 15 steps on the nearest DB. So the safety blitz ends up working for Bluefield in a way. And now, back to punt. It's going to be Logan Flesher trying to pin Bluefield deep in its own territory. Peyton Haston back to receive once again for Bluefield at his own 10. Bluefield has had problems returning punts. See if the Rams can get a block off here, potentially. Doesn't look like they're going to load up the box, though. Flesher awaits. Good snap. Flesher steps up with little pressure and boots off a sideways spinning punt, taking a point roll inside of the 10 and then spins back for Bluefield right at the 10. So 13:33 left to go. Rams with no room for error here. Got to give it to the Bluefield College defense. Making a stop after that gigantic bomb. Point unable to move a yard after that. With 13:33, really a missed opportunity for the Skyhawks in Rams territory. Weren't able to move the ball anywhere. 13.5 minutes left to play. See if the Rams can go up by 2 scores here. What can Verbal do to throw off on the far sideline at Antonio Strickland? Possibly Lowell Patron, who's due for a big catch. Jaquan Ebron setting up on the near side as well. Lamp running back to the right. Shown sparks of good plays for Bluefield in this one. So first down and 10 from their own 10-yard line. Shotgun ready Verbal. Gets the ball, makes the handoff. Verbal draws right side, cuts up at the 10, and dances to the 16-yard line for a gain of 6 on a second down and 4 coming up. Clock rolling at 13:20 left to play. Oh, Points defense has looked pretty good in the second half as well. Remember, the Rams drove all the way down with goal to go and got to 4th down and goal from the 2, decided to kick it, and it was blocked. It was really playing Russian roulette every time the Rams drop back to kick a field goal. They have had so many troubles this year trying to do it. Second down and 4 coming up. Verbal in the shotgun. Snap, Verbal. Going to hand it off Lamp up the middle. That was a tough read. He didn't really want to give it to Lamp, but couldn't snatch it back. So RPO does not work for the Rams. Lamp got to just about the line of scrimmage there, and that's all they'll give him. So third down and 4 coming up. Davis able to make the tackle for point. Third down and 4. Clock ticking, 12:30 left to play. Rams taking their time, only up by 6. Want a touchdown to go up by 2 scores. Backed up at their own 16-yard line. Verbal. Design roll out left, still looking, still has the ball, rolling out to the left, trying to draw it. Now he's going to dump it on the sideline. That's complete. Did he drag a foot in? Point wants incomplete there, but Strickland able to make the catch. It's incomplete. Wow. So Strickland was not in bounds for that catch. And once again, Bluefield College goes 3 and out. Chase Turner with a big opportunity here to try to return this one deep in Bluefield territory. 4th down and 4 for the Rams from their own 16. Tanner Griffith back to punt once more. Chase Turner got an interception today. 5'9" senior from Buford, Georgia. The Rams trying to protect Tanner Griffith, who's back to his 1-yard line. Low snap, Griffith steps up and boots off a line drive punt. Turner steps up, makes the catch at the Bluefield 45. Angles far sideline 35. Gets a block at the 25. Breaking tackles, and he spins at the 10. Still on his feet at the 5. Stumbles into the end zone. Touchdown. Well, he returned that with a head full of steam, and the Skyhawks have tied it up on the TD with a PAT coming up to take the lead. So Chase Turner takes it back for a touchdown. And just like that, the Skyhawks have erased that halftime deficit and potentially can take the lead here with 12:04 to play. Well, Turner caught it on a line drive right to him and sprinted right to the house. Wow. What a day for Turner with an interception and now a punt return for a touchdown. Flesher to try to take the lead. Snap the hold, the kick is up and good. So it's 21-20. Point taking the lead here in the fourth quarter against the Rams. Rams getting the ball back when we come back, though, with 12:04 to play in the game. Bluefield trails by just 1 here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Welcome back, everyone. Bluefield College giving up a punt return for a touchdown. Chase Turner taking it 45 yards to the house, breaking a couple of tackles on his way there. Rams back to receive. Pearson and Patron ready to see this one from Flesher. Been a tough couple of weeks for Bluefield on special teams. Flesher steps up, swing of the leg, kick end over end, back to Patron. Makes the catch at the 10-yard line, trying to get some sort of block on the far side. Sprints across the 25, bumps his way across the 30. And stifled at the 34-yard line. So, 14-yard carry. Think of that, 24 yards actually from Patron. And the Rams, what can they do here? Down by 1. It's 21-20. Bryce Verbal and company trying to see what they're made out of. Rams, for the second straight time here at Mitchell Stadium, led by a couple of scores at halftime. They have given it up in the second half, but only a 1-point lead as of yet is Verbal. Steps back out onto the field. What ended up being a huge call, by the way, Verbal connected with Ebron on a touchdown, it appeared, and then holding brought Bluefield back for 3rd down and 18 to go. 11:57 left to go in this one. Rams down by 1. Snap on 1st down. Verbal steps, throws a deep ball, middle of the field, looking for Ebron, jumps up and can't make the catch. Well, he was one-on-one there with a defensive back in Trayvon Pope, the cornerback, the freshman from College Park, Georgia, got up and celebrated, and rightfully so. It was a one-on-one ball, didn't hit Ebron in stride. Now it's 2nd down and 10, and even though, for Verbal, that's the deepest ball he's thrown all day, Ebron could not make the catch. So 2nd down and 10, 11:51 to go. Bluefield down by 1. Can't rush to kick a field goal if you're Bluefield College in a scenario like this because you haven't been able to capitalize on special teams today. 2nd down and 10 from their own 34-yard line. Verbal taking his time. Play clock down to 4. Snap handed off Lamp left side. Tried to counter and didn't get much. Right to the line of scrimmage, if that, at the 35-yard line for a gain of about 1. So it's going to be 3rd down and long for Bluefield. Went deep on 1st down. See if they dial up something at the sticks here. Trying to get that run game going to be less predictable on offense. And Point, ever since the second half has started, has had answers for Caden's Lamp. 3rd down and 9 from their own 35-yard line. Verbal on 3rd down. Rushes out to the right. Still looking. Dumping it near side. It's caught and dropped by Ebron. Broken up at the last second by Chase Turner, who's having himself a game, being a great spy and a great safety for the Skyhawks. Rams go 3 and out, down by 1. With 11:11 left to go, Rams trying to make a wish that we'll get a decent punt off here from Tanner Griffith. Chase Turner took the last one to the house. See if they opt to punt it to him. Well, maybe not as favorable of territory for Turner to take it back like the last one where he made the catch sprinting in Bluefield College territory. Tanner Griffith back to his own 20. Turner back to the point 25-yard line. Rams going left to right on this punt. Good snap for Griffith. Steps up and boots off a good one. Far side. Turner makes the catch of the 26. Gets another block on the far sideline. Quirley spinning him down with the help of a few Rams. Finally wrestling him back at the 31. But they call forward progress at the 35. And now for a point. Only up by 1. Trying to add to this 1-point lead with 10:56 left to go in the fourth quarter. So for the Rams, they were up by 20 or up by 13 by a score of 20-7. It is since then 21-20. 2 touchdowns given up in the second half unanswered. One of them to Nick Marion, the tight end, another to Chase Turner on a punt return. That's where it sits now, 21-20. High snap. Going to hand it off. Carnes on the far side. Turns the corner at the 40-yard line. Almost broke free. Tackle finally made on the far sideline by Haston for Bluefield. Close to the sticks. And it's good enough to move the chains at the .45-yard line on a gain of 10.
First down, Skyhawks.
So first down for the Skyhawks at their own 45-yard line. And, well, if your point here, really love the fact that you can run the ball, so there you can milk the clock out and try to go up at least by 8 on Bluefield. First down and 10. Low snap. It's rolling back at the 35-yard line. Wise falls on it, and it's a break for Bluefield at the 34 on a huge loss of 11 yards. It's going to be second down and 21. Well, Longacre has had a tough game as the center and the long snapper. They spotted back at the 35, actually, where the drive began. So now it's going to be second down and 20. Need the 45 of Bluefield. Fumbled a snap for a touchdown earlier in the game. That's the last touchdown Bluefield had. High snap Wise, second down and 20. Steps back, throws middle. That was a broken play from the beginning. Tripped up the wide receiver. Intended for that pass was Jaquez Bartley, and Bartley fell down. Charles Turner was a pretty good job of coverage on him. So third down and 20 with 9:53 to play. Rams would love another turnover here to set them up in great field position. Will point go for the sticks or just try to inch for a few yards to play this chess match of field position against Bluefield? 9:53, stop clock in the fourth quarter. Both teams, by the way, with all 3 timeouts. Left to right goes Bluefield on defense, right to left for point. And the white jersey snap on 3rd and 20. Quick play action, Wise back, pressure coming, throws it right side. It is dropped. Oh, he had a man again in Braxton Edge who went right out of his hands and fell to the turf. So now for Bluefield College, getting to take a break again. A sigh of relief because that one should have been caught. 4th down and 20. Now Keenan Wise, you got to be impressed with how well he's been able to throw the ball today. Tons of drops from his wide receivers. And now Bluefield is going to bring out Jaquan Ebron. They're trying to make a play here on this punt return. Logan Flesher back to punt with his heels back at the 20-yard line. Ebron backing up close to the 30. Good snap to Flesher, steps up, gets a punt off, and a deep one, sending Ebron back to the 27. Angles at the right side, steps on the brakes, trying to look for a block on the far end, stepping up through the 35, still on his feet at the 36, and knocked down. So the Rams getting a first down coming up here at the 36-yard line. I think it actually looks like the 37. Haley Engel on the call. Bluefield only down by 1, 21-20, 9:32 left to play. Back on the field, what can Verbal and company do here? Jaquan Ebron setting up as the receiver on the near side. As Christian Quirley, the Henrico, Virginia native, in the slot as well. The gun once again verbal. First down and 10 from the Bluefield College 37. He wants to throw it on first down. Steps, draws up the middle. Rushing parallel to the line of scrimmage. Dumping it right side. It's caught for the first down. Breaking out of a tackle, Jaquan Ebron. Angles back for the near sideline and on a big gain works his way to the Skyhawks 35. Well, he shook off a bit of the coverage there. Got a few men to jump off of him. Verbal doing a good job of rolling out to the right and finding his open North Carolinian wide receiver. First down and 10, moving it to the .35 now on a gain of 30 yards. 9:07 left to play in the ball game. Bluefield down by just one. It's 21-20. Lamp, the running back to the right. Verbal, see if they want to keep throwing it. They will. Quick throw. Right side, it is caught. But brought down to a knee there. Diving to make the catch was Quirley for a 5-yard gain to the 30. Well, on the positive end of that, you got to believe that if you had a 5-yard run, you'd be pretty excited about it. Quirley likely would have loved to have more there, but dove to make the catch anyway. And it's second down and 5. Positive movement for Bluefield. 3 receivers trickled out to the left for Verbal. One on the near side for Ebron. Verbal, design roll out left, trying to throw across his body. Pressure coming. Tucks and runs at the 30, lowers the shoulder close to the 25. That's close to the line to gain as well. That should be good enough for a first down as he's brought down to the 25-yard line. Another gain of 5 for Bluefield, and it moves the sticks with 8:18 left to play in the fourth quarter. Rams down by 1. They led 20-7 at halftime, point winless on the year. Rams last time they got deep into the red zone had a field goal blocked after having a touchdown wiped off of the board on a holding penalty. So first down and 10 from the .25. Verbal calls for the ball. Blitz coming up the middle. Handoff Lamp on the left side. He spun for about a miraculous yard gain there because the blitz was there. Moving up the middle, that was Khalid Young. Oh, second down and 9 at the 24-yard line. Clock ticking down to 7:40 to go. I think Bluefield's going to have to at least score 2 more times to win this game. His point, I think that Keenan Wise has a good enough arm to score right after this if the Rams are not able to. Second down and 9, snap to Verbal from the left hash, steps back, throws it near side, looking for Ebron, caught and dropped at the 5-yard line. Well, he might have gotten away with a push there, working against Trayvon Pope. Pope wanted that call, but Ebron dropped it. And boy, if he caught it, he could have walked into the end zone because Pope was on his back. Third down and 9 from the 24 of the Point Skyhawks. They need the 16-yard line. Make it actually about third down and a long 8. So Verbal in the gun again, 3 receivers near side. From the left hash, Verbal on third down. Back, throws it far side. It is incomplete. Missed opportunity. And it looked like a little bit of miscommunication as well with Lowell Patron, who stepped on the brakes, turned around, and didn't have any room. So now for Bluefield, they're going to try to kick a long field goal. Now, you talk about a roll of the dice. The Rams have missed a PAT today. They've had a field goal from 19 yards away blocked. So this will be a 41-yarder for the lead. Tanner Griffith has hit it from this long before. Skyhawks getting amped on the far sideline. Snap, the hold, the kick is away, has the distance, and it is good. From 41 yards out, Tanner Griffith, the story continues for Bluefield, 23-21. He's a guy that was injured in the first game, swings the leg, and takes the lead. 7:09 to play, Rams take the lead with plenty of football left to play, though. Going to need a big stop from the defense. With 7:09 left, it's 23-21. Well, special teams coach Dunford and Dewey Lusk, who always talks about his kickers. Very happy to talk about that one, I'm sure, after the game. If this holds up, 23-21, Rams score their first points of the second half on a 41-yarder from Tanner Griffith. He's hit as long as a 48-yarder before. He steps up to kick this one away from his own 35-yard line. He's done a good job on these kickoffs as well. 23-21, Rams take the lead back up by 2 after the 41-yarder with 7:09 to play in this ball game. Rams haven't scored a touchdown since about 1:30 left in the first half on a fumble taken to the house by Everett, but they'll take the field goal as Griffith swings the leg end over end. The ball travels back to the 6-yard line where it's caught by Bryant. He traverses up the middle of the field, breaks a tackle across the 35, still spinning on his feet, and the Rams finally jump on him at the 40-yard line, trying to get the ball to pop loose for Bluefield. Able to make the tackle on special teams after Bryant able to spin out of a couple tackles. Jumping on his back was Mason Jefferson, who was able to make the tackle. So, good field position for Keenan Wise and company. Rams would love a huge turnover here. Remember, Point seemed like they made some adjustments, fumbled the ball 3 times in that first half. They have not done so here in the second half. Keenan Wise has done a good job as he steps back in the shotgun with Tyreek Robinson to his left. Rams with 3 men on the line of scrimmage. First down and 10. High snap corralled by one hand on Wise. Sets his feet, throws it near side. Boy, that's blown up. Cut by Bryant, and Charles Turner came in, brought him down. Rams won an incomplete pass. Dino Cackler's trying to sell that call. Instead, the officials are going to call it just for a yard gain. About 2nd down and 9. Charles Turner had that read well, laying down the hit stick there. Well, they want to call for incomplete. I don't think either way it's going to matter if he caught it or not because he just got to the line of scrimmage. No? Well, either way, 2nd down and 10. And with the clock stopping, it appears that they have called it incomplete. Dino Cacklis and Dewey Lusk and company. Well, the right call. So 23-21. It's really just a question of whether they want the clock to run or not. Rams up 23-21. Keenan Wise waiting. Officials taking a long time to discuss this. If it's incomplete, the clock is going to stop. But if it's completed, they're going to resume it right when they blow the whistle here. Either way, 2nd down and 10 at the 40-yard line of Point. And they want the right amount of time on the clock as they're going to call it incomplete to try to get to 6:46. Now, remember, the official's microphone, the official's mic doesn't work. And what's funny about this is Dewey Lusk is yelling at the scoring officials down in the first story of this press box, and it worked. He's got a good enough voice, and he was able to hear it. 6:46 on the clock. 2nd down and 10. Another high snap handed off right side. Robinson jukes out of a tackle, and the Rams were there, able to make the play. The linebacking core for Bluefield at the 42-yard line. 3rd down and 8 coming up. Right side. This is going to be a huge play coming up for Bluefield with a stop here. Only up 23-21. 6:25 to play. Point has all 3 of its timeouts, so you might have to imagine here that the Skyhawks will punt this one away with all 3 of their timeouts if they're not able to convert. But they're thinking first down here. 3rd down and 8. Wise back to throw. Dropping back, steps up left side. Breaks a tackle, sets his feet, throws it down the left side of the field. Aiming for Gary. He stumbled and couldn't make the catch. Haston was on him. Gary had himself turned around, fell back, and almost made his catch on his backside. But instead, it's going to be 4th down and 9, as almost was the key word there. Look, Keenan Wise, it's kind of like he's playing jackpot in this game and just stepping back and throwing it deep and deeper and deeper. So, with 6:02 left to play, Rams going to try to get this ball back. And I think this is either the 4th or 5th new guy to return a punt today. Lowell Patron back to receive. Flesher gets off a quick one, and that one will knuckleball its way at the 24-yard line. Flesher's down. Wanted a call. There's a flag out on the 32-yard line as that ball is spotted at the 15 of Bluefield. So this is a huge call coming up. If it's running into the kicker, it's going to be 4th down and 4. There's a flag in the backfield as well. So The personal foul, roughing the punter on Bluefield. What a huge call. 15-yard penalty. Wow. So the PA announcer said running into the kicker, but I believe this is going to be longer than that. Yes, we had it right. Personal foul, 15 yards, and a gift to point. So Bluefield College's defense thought that it had worked a 3-and-out. Instead, point with a 1st down and 10 at the Bluefield College 43-yard line. 5:52 to play. 2 receivers pinched out left. 1st down and 10 from the 30, make it the 43 of Bluefield. So the Skyhawks moving, only down by 2. Blitz coming, high snap, fake the handoff. Henderson, Wise steps out to the left, finds an open Gary, cutting up at the 35, looking for blocks at the 30, angling far sideline. Joe taps out of a tackle to the 26 of Bluefield on a 17-yard gain, able to move the chains. 1st down and 10, deeper into Bluefield territory, sniffing red zone here with 5:38 to play. Rams lost in a heartbreaker the last time they were here. They almost lost in a heartbreaker the first time they were here against Union, trying to finish out a game right with 5.5 to play. Bluefield recently took the lead on a 41-yarder. Love a pick here. Keenan Wise. Snap. Handoff Henderson. Right side getting a host of blockers as he shuffles close to the 21-yard line, and that's where he's down for a 5-yard gain. To keep the clock moving, Rams have all 3 timeouts as well. Bluefield, last touchdown it scored was back with about 1:30 left in the first half on a fumbled snap. Boy, would the Rams love a fumbled snap here. Longacre and Wise have calibrated well back on this drive. 2nd down and 5 on the 21-yard line. Snap Wise, handoff Henderson right, trying to spin out of a tackle and does, close to the sticks at the 17-yard line. Able to make the tackle look like Banks was there for Bluefield. Now it's going to be 1st down coming up, if not 3rd down and short. They haven't signaled to move the chains yet, and they do. So 1st down and 10 from the Bluefield College 21-yard line. Actually give them a yard back at the 22. Rams need a huge stop here as the sun has completely set on this night in Bluefield. Back in the gun. Keenan Wise with Tyreek Robinson, the running back, to his left. 3 receivers spread out on the near end of the field. Play action, quick throw, near side, caught by Bryant, searching for blockers, and he is shoestring tackled in the backfield by Banks. What a tackle for Michael Banks for Bluefield. And the Ottawa, Tennessee native comes up with a humongous tackle. Clock has since stopped and now rolling again with 4 minutes left to go. Not sure why that even stopped in the first place with 3:55 left to play. 3:50 and counting. I'm not sure anybody noticed that, and that certainly helped out point a little bit. 3 receivers right side, 2nd down and 11 from the Bluefield College 18-yard line. Setting up now, once again in the gun, Wise spins out to the right, searching for someone to throw to, fires, end zone, it's caught, touchdown! He found his running back in the back of the end zone. Tyreek Robinson on the wheel route hauls it in. Actually, check that. It is the wide receiver and Braxton Edge. Either way, the freshman able to make the big catch to put point up with 3:30 left to go in this ball game. Edge, who had a big drop and fumble earlier, making up for it with what could be the game winner. Rams are going to need a touchdown to try to win this game. If I'm pointing here, I would go for 2. Snap, the hold is down, the kick is away, and good. Try to go up by 6 because the Rams have fumbled away a couple of opportunities on the PAT. So the kick is up and good, 28-23. Point has the lead back with 3:30 left. Rams with 3 timeouts, though, when we come back here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. 3:30 left in the game. A touchdown to Braxton Edge on the far side. Point able to score. Another touchdown for Keenan Wise to take the lead. It's 28-23. Bluefield College down by 5. Point searching for its first win of the year. Logan Flesher back to kick this one away. Rams down late again. What can they do? They threw it away on an interception against SAU on a late comeback attempt. They got more time in this one with 3 timeouts as well. Flesher back and ready to kick from his own 35 on the right hash. Walks up and with the white jersey swings the leg and a deep booted kick. Caught by Strickland back at the 5-yard line. Rams want to run it on the far side of the 20. Angles out of bounds close to the 25 and still on his feet, dancing down that far sideline. They will spot it across the 35 for Bluefield. Ended up being a pretty good return for Antonio Strickland up to the 38. So now for the Rams with first down and 10, 3:21 left to play. They're spotted at their own 39. Ended up being a very good return because that's a 35-yard return after he took it back from the 5-yard line. Remember, you can fair catch it back there and initially move it to the 25, but Strickland had faith in himself and got to the 39. So now for Bluefield. Down by 5. 3:21 left to play. Can't have a turnover here. Rams do have 3 timeouts, so you think they can get the ball at least another time potentially. Verbal on first down from the 39. Steps back, throws it deep, middle of the field. Turner's under it. It's jumped up, one-on-one ball. Ebron and Turner fighting for it, and it's ruled as an interception. Chase Turner, a pick earlier, finds his second interception, his 3rd of the season on a big ol' arm punt from Bryce Verbal. Ebron, to his credit, made that close to be kind of a wrestling match for the ball, and instead, it's called 1st and 10, went deep on first down, and the Rams throw it away again. The turnover has haunted Bluefield this entire season. 3:12 left to play. Now up by 5. Keenan Wise and company going to force Bluefield to take a couple of timeouts potentially on this drive. We'll see if they go on the ground here with Tyreek Robinson. Braxton Edge is the one that scored the touchdown to put point up. 3:12 left to go. First down and 10 from their own 23-yard line. Blitz coming. Going to blitz up the middle, and on the handoff to Carnes, Rams able to stifle him there at the 25-yard line. Gain of 2. Clock still rolling with 3 minutes left to play, and they call a timeout with 3:03 left. We will take a break. You're on the, actually, let's see if they do call a timeout. They do, as Dino Kaklis is ready to talk this one over. 2nd down and 8, we'll take a break. 3:03 left to play with 25, or at the 25-yard line. Rams are down by 5. .303 left to go in this ball game. 2nd down and 8. Rams had to call a timeout. They got 2 left. Marcus Wimbush back in the game. They're going to throw it on 2nd down, throwing it on the near side. Bryan able to make the catch and has the first down. Interesting that they went to the air. Emory Bryant signaling for a first down. OC and Barry Casterlin rolling the dice. That is a very big call there to throw it, because if it's incomplete, Rams don't have to take a timeout. Now the clock keeps rolling with 1st down and 10, 2:50 left to go. Rams have 2 timeouts left. They elect not to take one here. As point got up to the line of scrimmage quickly, they're letting the clock roll down now. Play clock is all the way down to 25. Wise and company looking at the far sideline. They lead by 5, 28-23. Ball spotted at their own 34-yard line. Rams with just 2 timeouts. So if they get the ball back on a punt, it's going to be tough to imagine they'll have the ball with any timeouts. Delayed handoff up the middle. Rams there initially on 2nd down and 10, about ready to come up. Karn's able to get the handoff there. Check that, it's Robinson. Yep, we were right the first time. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. We're going to keep it live here. Rams call another timeout. At least we thought they did, and they will. So the Rams, each time that there's a timeout called, they stay on the field for a while before they're going to talk with Dino Kaklis. So a touchdown to Braxton Edge is why we see the score as it is. Bluefield College led 20-7 at halftime. 2nd time in a row here at Mitchell Stadium where they have blown a halftime lead of over 10 points. It was 20-9 against St. Andrews. 2nd down and 9 coming up. Rams have 1 timeout left. Going to try to stop them here to keep it manageable on 2nd down and 9. Can't let them get a big chunk of yardage here. You got to imagine that if Point gets a first down, they can really milk the clock down for the rest of the ball game. 28-23. It's been a tough one for Bluefield College. Rams called a timeout. Only have 1 left. Going to resume here. Only 1 timeout left. 2nd down and 9 coming up. Keenan Wise. And this team has orchestrated a pretty solid second half showing where the Rams, the big call, the holding call on the touchdown, wiping it off the board, and then the field goal got blocked after. Keenan Wise in the backfield on 2nd down and 9 in the gun from their own 35-yard line. They threw it on 2nd down last time. They're going to hand it off this time. Tyreek Robinson, DeMarcus Wimbush all over it. With the help of Charlton Perrin, it appears, for Bluefield. And it will be a loss. A timeout called by the Rams, and that is really what the Rams needed there. A big loss. So, with 2:04 left, the Rams have no timeouts left. They got it to the 31 on a loss of 4. It'll be 3rd down and 13 with 2:04 to play. If Keenan Wise is able to convert this first down, the game is over. They can just take a knee for the rest of the game. But if the Rams get a stop here, they're going to have no timeouts for a punt attempt coming up. So you wonder, if you're Julius Dixon, what do you do here? Do you hand it off, keep it inside the sidelines, and risk giving up a couple of yards and having to punt it away so you can milk the clock down, or do you go for the sticks and the win? Rams line up. Jackson Charlton Perrin over the middle. Keyshawn Ridgel on the far side. Bluefield's defense scored a touchdown. That's the final touchdown we have seen from the Rams in this game. They scored field goal from Tanner Griffith from 41 yards out. They ended up being what took the Rams over 23-21, then a touchdown to Braxton Edge, dialed up by Keenan Wise. 2:04 to play. 3rd down and 13 from their own 31. Huge play for the Rams. First down, and it's the game. Snap, Keenan Wise, design rollout to the left, looking for a block, stutter step, and he is brought down. So they had the idea to keep the clock rolling. It rolls inside of 2 minutes left to go. Rams with no timeouts. Now down by 5. Lowell Patrone. Remember, against St. Andrews, he took a kickoff return back to the 15-yard line with about 20 seconds left to go. Clock continues to roll. 4th down and 11. And remember, Point was able to score the go-ahead touchdown because Bluefield had a roughing the punter. Rams were leading by 2 at that point, and then the Skyhawks were able to take the lead in the ensuing drive. So, clock has rolled all the way down to 1:20. 4th down and 11. Lowell Patrone waiting at the 25, and they roll the clock all the way down to 1:14 before Point takes a timeout. So to give ourselves a break here on the Rams Digital Sports Network, we'll take a break here. It is now 28-23. 1:14 left. Bluefield about to get the ball back with no timeouts, down 5. Welcome back, everyone. 28-23, final chance coming up for Bluefield College. Rams praying for a good return or possibly another low snap. Remember, that was how they were able to score that first touchdown so easily. It was a low snap from Longacre back to Flesher. So Flesher hoping for a good enough snap so he can boot this one deep. Flesher back to punt. Looks like Point having trouble subbing men in and out with 1:14 left to go. Rams are going to get the ball back with no timeouts, down 5. Play clock rolling all the way down to 7. Flesher gets a good snap off, swings the leg, and with no contact, deals a not amazing punt. Takes a Bluefield roll across the 40 and all the way to the 43-yard line. So the Rams are 57 yards away from pay dirt to take the lead with 1:04 left to go.
The punt is down. It'll be first down Rams.
First down Bluefield. Rams did a good job on defense there, making sure that Point didn't get the sticks after getting the quick first down on a throw to Emery Bryant. That made it tough for Bluefield. So now 1:04 left, final chance for the Rams. Bryce Verbal threw a pick his last time out. See if they try to maneuver down the field without throwing it deep on the first play, or do they roll the dice again? Verbal on first down from his own 43-yard line. 1:04 left to go. Snap to Verbal, back to throw, draws up the middle, steps, throws it far sideline. It's caught and out of bounds. So Quirley moves it a few yards for Bluefield up to the 50-yard line for a 7-yard gain. And with a flat minute left, there is now a 2nd down and 3 coming up for Bluefield. So the clock has stopped. He got out of bounds. Rams trying to aim for the sidelines here. No timeouts, mind you. From the 50-yard line, Verbal in the gun, trying to orchestrate a game-winning drive. Try to stifle this comeback attempt from Point. Verbal on 2nd down and 3. Dumps a pass near side, looking for Quirley again. Has the first down and more into Point territory as he got out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Good enough for a Bluefield College first down. Moving it up to the 36, now with 54 seconds left to go. Aiming for the sidelines, Rams and Skyhawks territory. Jaquan Ebron on the near side, Patron on the far side. First down and 10 from the Point 36. High snap Verbal. Back to throw, ends collapsing, steps up in the pocket. He's sacked, ball is loose, rolling at the 30-yard line, and it is recovered by Point. Another turnover, and the Skyhawks will have the win. Recovered by the Skyhawks. Young looked like he dropped on it. And now that is it. Once again, another halftime lead surrendered by Bluefield. Point will take over with 45 seconds left to go. Tough one for the Rams. Another fumble. Verbal moved up in the pocket, coughed the ball up. Ends the game with 3 interceptions and a fumble. I think that the player of this game is going to be Chase Turner for the Skyhawks. I mean, had a great game. Keenan Wise lining up in victory formation. This got a bit hairy last time against St. Andrews, as the Rams tried to pile up. See if they just let him snap and take a knee. They do. So, gonna have one more snap likely here. About a second differential. Skyhawks are going to win this one to improve to 1-3 on the season. Rams fall to 1-3 after dropping now 3 straight games in heartbreaker fashion, 2 in a row here at Mitchell Stadium. Bluefield College, well, once again, just kind of taking off in the 3rd quarter, and this is frustrating to see for the Rams, giving up yet another loss here at Mitchell. Now Point takes another knee, and that is the ball game. Skyhawks with the Braxton Edge touchdown take the lead and don't give it up here in the 4th quarter as the Rams drop this one by 5. 28-23, the final score. Another frustrating one for the Bluefield College Rams. Just a ton of turnovers today, and in the second half, the Rams failed to keep up that 20-7 lead. So for Bluefield College, that ends a really long day for us here on the Rams Digital Sports Network with baseball earlier on. The Rams in football going to be back here next week, again up against
immediately.
the Kentucky Christian Knights. So a team that beat Bluefield 45-0 last time out. Rams looking for some sort of revenge on them the next time we come out. But for Jackson Bass and Rodrigo Hirachi, my broadcast crew here, the final score, 28-23. Point gets the win. And until next time, take it easy, Rams fans.